Hello, how you guys doing today? Welcome. Hope you guys are doing well today. Hope you guys are doing exciting. Anything fun or exciting today? Anything fine? Anything exciting today? Hellos. Guys, what's the best part of your guys' day? Oh god, my town is gone. Oh my god. How's your guys' day been? I actually had some interesting combos today. I talked with like 3 different people, actually 2, but well 3 technically, but 2 combos about content creation, which was kind of fun actually. I like doing that. I like when I can help and like gives insight. Hi Giggy, how you doing there? Welcome. It's funny since it doesn't even a lot of what I'm recommending doesn't relate to me. It's just like what I've seen does it, and it's like a lot of it I could probably do if I wasn't as lazy. But I like the way I do my content anyway, so it's fine with me. Hi GX. It's funny since like if I say hello, hi Ellie, hi Alex, hi Be Happy, hi Renturo. If I ever have more in-depth combos, I do notice my ability to speak. Hi Eli. Hi everyone, make sure to follow or sub. Hi Gigi, glad to have you here. Hope you're doing well. Hi GX, how you doing today? Hi Eli. Hi Gigi, how you doing today? Make sure to follow or sub. Glad to have you. Hi Melly. Also, thank you guys for your donations today and yesterday and every day. I appreciate it so much, guys. Thank you. I got Katsu done today because of it, so thank you guys. It's really nice. I can be a fat ass because of you. Sorry, I shouldn't say that, but hi Eli. I like him, so thank you Renjira, glad to have you. I need to get a haircut in the next 2 days, so hi Star. And I need to shave more. My cat boy. Guys, I won't lie. I know I'm a femboy, but if I don't shave for a week, I start looking like a Duck Dynasty character. Okay. Hi, welcome. I'm Dusk. Welcome. Glad to have you. Hello, GX. Hello, Star. My favorite food. I like steak and ramen and boba and cash. No, wait, that's just a ABG. Again, thank you for the follow. Hi, Rain. How are you? Favorite food? I actually ramen probably. Hi Rain. I feel more comical today, but that's probably because I drink an energy drink. I won't lie, if I don't drink energy drinks, my ability to speak is very limited. Hi Jay. We hit 90k today, which is insane. Thank you guys. Why am I... This is my normal stream time for my night streams. I took a nap earlier. I was supposed to stream like 30 minutes earlier actually, but then my friends wanted me to like talk about content stuff with them, and I was like, okay, I'll have to do that. So I took a lot more time, which is bad since usually if my stream is 20 minutes later, at least like the 2 days I've done it, it does way worse, but it's like, I'll just help them out. Welcome guys, glad to have you here. They really do not like if I go past like 10:40. I don't know why. Like the algo, like if I do it before 10:30 or like 10:30 to 10:35, it's like, yeah, you're good. Well, oh my god, you do amazing, best stream ever. Like literally 2 minutes later, they're like, nope, I don't want to recommend you. I don't know, maybe I'm over analyzing it. Also, I won't lie, I talked to my friends, the algo has been really FE recently, like the last 2 days, so like that probably is more it. Hi Karen. Because, you know, me and Mashiro talk, and I'm like, oh, Mashiro, has your shorts things... Literally, me and Mashiro just talk to each other, and I'm like, has something been down recently? And we're like, yeah, it's been down, and then, like, usually it gets better together, so it's like, we literally could just find out if stuff has, like, getting finicky. And it's been really finicky the last 2 days, in my opinion, and his as well. Guaranteed, we could just be, like, gaslighting each other accidentally, but... Hi, Sarah. Hi, Spongy. Yield. Okay. Ha, bro. Bro, you're so funny, Noah. God, you said it 4 times. That makes it even more funny. Holy, you're a comedic genius, man. Hi, buddy. Sorry, I was being sarcastic to someone. Hi, Serenity. How are you guys doing? If you guys are new, make sure to follow or sub, guys. Please, if you're new, follow or sub. And also, I want to say thank you guys for your donations today. Hi, Serenity. Please stop spamming Serenity. I already saw your comment like 4 times. I'm gonna mute you if you do it one more time. I swear to God. You're so nice. Thank you. I can be nice. Don't... Hi VA, glad to have you here. How you doing today? Guys, I promise you, if you spam it 200 more times, I'm not gonna like your comment more. Hi Kamiko, hi Double. Sorry, I don't want to be mean, but like, please stop spamming. Hi Mary. And Mateo, thank you guys. If you do sub on TikTok, sub on YouTube or follow on TikTok, I'm gonna make sure to follow. I'm just gonna ban your account, man. Guys, hi Serenity, how you guys doing there? Make sure to follow or sub. Guys, if you sub on YouTube and tell me that you subbed, I'll give you a shout out. If you follow on TikTok, I'll give you a shout out too. Make sure to follow. Glad to have you. Hi Jax, hi Blood, hi Amuel, glad to have you here. Hi Trapman, how are you? Hi Twin. Alright, yeah, good night guys. If you have to go to bed, I get it completely. I sub. Thank you Mateo for the sub, glad to have you. It's been a while. Hi Spicy, hi Kelly, how are you? Make sure to follow or sub guys, glad to have you here. Hope you're doing well. Hi Kitty, what? Hi everyone, thanks for the hi Kelly, hi I don't know, how are you doing today? Hi Lexi, how many follows are we on TikTok? Hi Lexi, hi Lippy, hi the guest, how are you? Hi Sprout, hi Lyrically, hi Time, hi Barry. It's called Nido Tower. If you guys want to join my game, let me know and I can give you my username. Also Vicky, hi guest, how you doing today? Guys, thank you guys for your donations by the way. Serenity, thank you for the sub. Any donation you guys, I promise you, helps me out so much. Christy, how are you? Also, I love your PFP. I see it's Mio from Kaon. Hi Mio, hi Gumi, how you doing today? Hi Lewis, how you guys doing today? Hi Lyrically, hi Michael, hi Serenity. Hi Rainbow, hi Ava, hi Kitty, hi Jody, hi Jean, glad to have you. Hi Lily, hi Kyle. Make sure to follow or sub, glad to have you here. Hi Lyrically, hi Kyle, how you doing today? Katie, thank you for the star! Ivy, thank you for the follow. Hi Time, how you doing today? Hi Vicky, thank you for the follow. Hi Dearest, hi Sprouting, how you doing today? Hi Lore. Hi Roy and Ducks, how you doing today? Hi Evil. Oh, what the fuck? You know what? I do never want to see a comment from you again. Hi Glitch, how you doing today? Welcome. Thank you, by the way. Michael, thank you for the heart. Glad to have you here. You can join my game, but I don't add people. But if you guys want to join my game, my name is Pin. So yeah, here's my name, guys. Thank you, Verity, for the sub. Adrian, thank you for the sub. Hi, Christy. Hi, hello, Water. Hello, Show. If you guys sub, I'll give you a shout out, or if you donate. Samara, thank you. Hello. Hi, Watermelon. Hi, Jackie. Hi, Sanrino. Hi, Ann. Hi, Teku. What you're saying, bro? I don't know what I'm saying anymore, man. You think I know what I'm saying? That's cool. You have it. Why are you saying please? I don't know what you're saying. Hi, Hunter. How you doing today? Welcome. Glad to have you here. Make sure to follow or sub if you guys are new. Hello Rain, hello Tashi, hi Serenity. Again, thank you guys for your subs and donations. I hope you guys are doing well. Hi Flavio, glad to have. Bro's just saying please. I don't know what you mean. Michael, thank you so much for the stars. Thank you, Michael. I really do appreciate that. Thank you so much. Hi Melly, he never knows. Hi Serenity, hi Jean, hi Jody. Guys, make sure to sub and I'll try to give a shout out to every sub if I can't see your comment. Thank you for the cozy cat boy, Leah. Hi Erica, glad to have you. Hi Sam, hi Anna, hi Fat, hi Corn. How are you guys doing today? Welcome. Hi Jody. Wait, I never said hi. I mean, okay, I'm sorry. Hi, Vat. Hi, Not. Hello, thank you for the sub. Not. Glad to have you here. Not. Please stop spamming. I'm gonna have to mute you, and I don't want to mute you. I already said hello. Thank you. I'm gonna mute you if you do it one more time. I don't want to be mean. Thank you, guys. Hi, the no. Michael, thank you for the clutch donation. I appreciate it so much. You're so cute. Thank you, Erica. Glad to have you say that. Hello. Bro's just spamming, please. I'm gonna mute you, man. I don't know what you've been saying please to at this point. Hello. Make sure to follow or sub. Thank you, Erica. How you guys doing today? Hi, Infected. Thank you for the star. Ruth, thank you for the star. Guys, let's get a laughing disco or clapping seal, guys. I bet we can get one. Hi, Sukana. Laughing disco or clapping seal, everyone. Make sure to follow or sub. Glad to have you here. Hi, Michael. Hi, everyone. Glad to have you here. Make sure to follow or sub, whatever you guys are doing. Thank you, guys. Hello. Make sure to follow or sub, guys. How are you guys doing today? Welcome. Guys, what's the best part of your days? I put thank you to hi guys. What's your favorite type of cheese? Probably mozzarella. What's your guys? Thank you for the 2 stars. Corey, thank you guys. Again, thank you for your donations today, everyone. I really do appreciate it. Hi, Feather. Toon, thank you for the floating heart. I appreciate it so much seeing you. Aw, stop it. Hi, Catherine. Hi, Sukana. Again, thank you guys for your donations, your follows, your subs. Hi, Toon. Thank you for the star. Yes, I will. Okay, have fun with that. Hi, Vivian. Hi, Christian. Hi, Bryson. Guys, I'm not playing any other games. Hi, Nat. Hi, Emmanuel. Hi, Ava. Soft, thank you for the $2 super chat, Soft. Thank you so much. And thank you for the flowers, too. I appreciate it so much. Make sure to follow or sub. Glad to have you here. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you for your donations today. Holy. Hi, you guys. Sorry, I am doing a thing. Thank you for the flow state, Simply. Thank you so much for the flow state, Simply. What's your favorite animal? I like cats. Hi, Zilla. Can you play? Guys, stop asking me to play a game when I'm not playing it, clearly. Hi, if I wanted to play it, I'll go play it. Hi, Sammy. Hi, Corn. How you doing? Hi, Watermelon. Your VTubers. Thank you so much for the flow state and the $2 super chat. Glad to have you here. Hope you're doing well. I got rid of them. Sorry. Hi, Sam. How you doing today? Hi, Jody. Hi, Raphael. Hi, everyone. Make sure to follow our sub. Glad to have you here. What's my favorite animal? Like I said, cats probably. Guys, what's your favorite animal in chat? I want to know. Courtney, thank you for the flowers. Thank you for the 3 flowers. Oh my god, 6 flowers, Courtney. Thank you so much for those. Make sure to follow our sub, guys. Glad to have you. Hi, Skeptor. Hi, Santi. Hi, Board. Hi, Zillis. Hi, Corn. Hi, everyone. Make sure to follow our sub. Hi, Watermelon. Hi, Rattery. Glad to have you. Hi, Jody. Guys, tell you what. If I get a $20 super chat, I'll literally play Animal Tower. I play Animal game right now. If I get a $20 super chat deal. Hi, guys. Welcome. Hi, Newbie. Hi, Sarah. Thank you for the followers, your subs. Glad to have you here. Hope you're doing well. Thank you for calling. I missed you. I missed you guys too. Diamond, Nick, Diamond. Hi, Sammy. How are you doing today? I like this video. Glad you like it. Make sure to follow our sub if you guys are new. I really do appreciate it. Hi, Courtney. Thank you for the star. Yeah, I tell you what, guys. $20 super chat or... Thank you, Courtney, for the 12 stars. Thank you, Courtney. Hi, Amy. Hi, Mia. Hi, Lily. How are you? Hi, Glit. Hi, Talking. So to get a VTuber, you have to buy one. I'm joking. I mean, to be fair, to get a VTuber, you can, there's multiple ways. So you can either get it commissioned or you can get some other stuff. I'm glad you like XLL. Hi, Newbie. How you doing today? Yeah, I appreciate all the donations today, guys. I promise you. And thank you for the star. I'm not gonna guess. Hi, Glitch. Hi, Odessa. How you doing today? Hi, Courtney. Hi, Triggered. Hi, make sure to follow our sub, guys, if you're new. Hi, Shelly. Good luck. Thank you for the good luck, Shelly. That's really nice of you. I'm gonna get some water real quick. I am a boy, or Vagina MSM. I'm boy. Hi, Emma. Hi, Otter. You know Jody. No. How do you say? Hi, guys. I mean, I guess it depends on your pronunciation. Hello, Abraham. Hi, Regina. Make sure to follow our sub. Glad to have you here. Maybe I'll look it up later. Thank you, guys. Hi, Step. Hi, Dimas. Hi, Marius. Hi, Otter. Hi, On. Hi, Jody. Hi, Little. I've been streaming for 10 minutes, so... My favorite color, sky blue. Guys, again, if you guys want to donate today, I really do appreciate it. Any donations? Hi, New. Please, if you already said hello, don't say it again. I will have to mute you. Guys, if you guys want to donate today, I promise you, any donations help me out so much. So please, if you want to consider donating, it really does help me out. I don't friend people, but if you do want to join my game, here's my username. Also, guys, if you guys want to help me out a lot as well, subscribe and say that you subscribed in chat, and I'll give you a shout out. And if you follow on TikTok, I can see your name. So just follow on TikTok, and I can give you a shout out. Hello, welcome. Hi, Martin. Hi, Caroline. Hi, Nat. But yeah, any donation helps me out, guys. So thank you guys so much for those. Hi, Corn. You have to go in 5. Well, good luck with that. Oh yeah. Hi, Shells. How you doing? Hi, Sponge. How are you doing? Hi, Rogue. Hi, Brittany. How are you? I'm not taking requests this second. Hi, C's. Hi, Marcis. Hi, Amber. Glad to have you here. How you doing today? Welcome. Hi, Stickly. Hi, Amber. Hi, Cal. Hi, Samantha. Hi, Martin. How you guys doing? Hi, Cute. Hi, Courtney. Hi, Leah. Hi, Marcella. Again, thank you for the follows and subs. Hi, Ali. Hi, Belen. Welcome. Hi, DJ. Hi, Money. How are you? Hi, Slava. Hi, Rain. Hi, Markin. Hi, Cutie. Hi, Valeria. Hi, Ali. Hi, Shelly. Hi, Sticky. Hi, Lily. Oh my god. Guys, please sub if you're new here or follow. And again, thank you guys for your donations. Guys, let's get a laughing disco or clapping seal right now. We can do it, guys. I believe in you, okay? Hi, Corby. Hi, Q. Hi, Marcella. Guys, please don't spam too many times if you're spamming. Hi, Callie. Hi, Glitch. How you guys doing there? Welcome. I hope you guys are doing well, whatever you guys are doing. Hi, Rick. Again, please. Kylie, I'm gonna have to mute you. I don't want to, but you keep spamming. I told you a warning. Welcome, Timmy. Welcome from Mexico. Glad to have you here. Hi, Bahais. How you guys doing there? Make sure to follow us. I'm glad to have you guys. Hi, Kayla. Hi, Ayla. Hi, you. Hi, Ricky. How are you? Thank you for the follows and subs, guys. Hi, Floor. Hi, AHJ. Hi, Opina. Thank you for the follow. Hi, Timos. Can I request? I can do donation requests for stuff, but I can't do music. Hi, Lily. Thank you for the party hat, Matt. Glad to have you here. Thank you so much for the party hat donation. That's so nice of you. No, I have not. Hello. Hi, Noah. Hi, LZ. I haven't played Call of Duty in 5 years, so... Hi, Ember. Hi, Felix. So, I'm going to be honest, if you ask me a question... Hi, Felix, I'm going to have to mute you, and I don't want to mute you if you keep saying hello. I already said give you a shout-out. If you do sub, I'll give you a shout-out too, but, like, guys, I need to see the new people who chat, so... Shark Boy, thank you guys for coming. Glad to have you. I'm a sub. Thank you, Yo, for the sub. Glad to have you. Hi, Fania. Hi, Little. Glad to have you here. Thank you for the sub. Glad to have you. And the follows and donations, guys. Thank you for the follow, subs, and donations. Hi, Leah. Hi, Dinde. Hi, Mark. Hi, Alex. Hi, Tafa. Hi, you. Hi, Marcel. Thank you for joining. Glad to have you here. Hope you're doing well. Thank you for the sub, Lily. I do appreciate it. What do you mean, what the... I gotta go. Okay. Hi, welcome, guys. Hi, Psycha. Hi, Alexander. I'm gonna mute you, Jody. I gave you warnings, man. Make sure to follow us. I'm glad to have you here. Hope you're doing well. Hi, Q. Hi, Ricky. How you doing there? Welcome. Hi, Fortnite. Welcome. Glad to have you. Welcome from Indo. Glad to have you. Hi, Gemma. Hi, Just. Hi, Cool. Hi, Culture. Hi, Ricky. Glad to have you. Make sure to follow us. I'm glad to have you guys. Hi, Anna. How you guys doing today? Hi, Florine. Guys, we're almost at 800 subs right now, which is insane. We might get to 34k today, which would be absolutely legendary. Hi, Shani. Hi, Amov. How you doing today? Hi, Trix. Hi, Justa. Hi, Gilbert. Hi, Regina. Hi, guys. Hi, Queen. Hi, Martin. Glad to have you here. I almost said it like the city in Saskatchewan, but people might find that inappropriate. Hi, John. Hi, Eli. Welcome. Again, thank you guys for your subs, follows, and donations. Glad to have you guys. Gotta get off my feed, bro. I mean, that's your fault. You watch too much femboys on your feed. That's why you have me, okay? That's your fault, my dude. Stop looking at cute femboys. Make sure to follow or sub. Glad to have you. Hi, Kelly. Glad to have you here. What time is it? It is currently 2 a.m. 2:10 a.m. for me. Guys, again, thank you guys for your donations today. No, it's okay. If you guys can't donate, it's fine, so don't worry. But I really do appreciate all the donations for people who can. Thank you so much. Hi, Liela. Hello, Lila. How you doing there? Sorry, my pronunciation of your name is so bad. I am so sorry. Hi, Found. Hi, Corpse. Again, thank you for the followers or subs. Glad to have you here. Hope you're doing well. Hi, Queen. Hi, Harley. I keep falling. Again, thank you for all the new people. Thank you for the subs. Thank you for the donations. Hi, Sheldon. Hi, Mids. How you doing there? Welcome. Hi, Hawan. Hi, Queen. Hi, Michael. Thank you, Senors, for the gold coin today. Holy. I know. Thank you for the 6 gold coins. Let's go. Thank you so much for your donation. Hi, Cutie. Welcome. Glad to have you. Hi, Trey. Hi, Perez. Matthew, thank you for the star too. Hi, Zem. And guys, thank you guys so much for your donations today. Holy, they helped me out. Yes. How long is this out? It's pretty long, so we'll see. Hi, Rambo. Hi, Cena. Hi, Marta. If you guys want to join, you guys can join my thing. Make sure to follow or sub. Julia, thank you so much for the gold coin. Hi, Junie. Thank you for the star. Glad to have you. Hi, Bunny. Hi, everyone. Make sure to follow or sub. Hi, Sheldon. Julia, thank you for the 6-7. Make sure to follow or sub. Glad to have you guys here. Hi, Emily. Hi, Corey. Hi, Leah. Thank you for the gold coin. Glad to have you here. Hi, Trey. Make sure to follow or sub. Anything funny or anything exciting today? Welcome, guys. Glad to have you here. Hi, Linda. Glad to have you. Hi, Lainey. Thank you so much, Leela, for your donations. Hi, Not Smiles. I'm doing good. What about you, man? I hope you're doing very well. Hi, Stray. Thank you guys for coming. Glad to have you. Anything fun? Anything excited you guys are up to? Hi, Jonah. Hi, Sarah. My chat's pretty active right now, so I'm going to try my best, okay? Hi, John. Hi, Hasman. Hi, Lindsay. Thank you so much for the high five, senors. Thank you. Leela, thank you for the hiring lights as well. Thank you so much, Leah. Thank you so much. I'm so sorry. I'm saying your name wrong. Thank you so much, Leela, for your donation. And thank you as well, senors, for your donation as well. Thank you, both of you. The game name is Nido Tower. I really appreciate both of you guys' donations. Thank you, guys. Sorry, I'm on YouTube and TikTok, so if you're wondering where I'm getting, if I'm talking to another chat, that's why. Bye-bye if you have to go. Hi, Lady. Hi, Juan. Hi, John. Of course. Thank you for the follows. Thank you, Andre, for the 6-7 donation. I have to say that number, god damn it. But thank you so much for the 6-7 donation. I appreciate it. There you go. Julia, thank you for another 6-7 donation. Why? Thank you, Julius, for the 6-7. Christopher, thank you for the stars. And Nara, thank you so much for the flow state. I appreciate your flow state so much. Thank you so much for your flow state donation. Thank you. Senors, thank you for the happy. I'm glad to have you here. Thank you so much. Senor, thank you for the happy. Have good fun in Japan. Senor, thank you for your donations so much. Guys, all your donations help me out. Christopher, thank you for the hearts, by the way, as well. Ah, thank you, Nar, for the 6-7 donation. I have to say it again. Got it. Hi, Jules. Thank you for the star. Oh my God. Thank you so much for the marshmallow, Jules and Linda. And thank you so much. Sorry, it's too many so many donations. Thank you, Judy, for the star. Nar, thank you for the flow state as well. Nar, thank you for the solo state. Leela, thank you for the pearl chime. Thank you so much, Leela, for the pearl chime. I'm so sorry. I have to say all the donations. Thank you guys so much. My first don. I'm glad I could be your first dono. Hi, Anna. Glad that makes me so happy. Hi, Anin. Thank you, Nar, for the finger heart. Thank you so much for the finger heart, Nar. That helps me out so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate it so much, guys. I don't mind. You can, guys, guess my age. I'm not gonna say my exact age, but if you want to guess it, you can. Hi, Andre. I don't, like I said, I'm private about my exact age, though. Hi, guys. Make sure to follow or sub. Hi, Yunche. Glad to have you here. Someone broke into my home. Maybe you should, guys, if people are breaking into your home, go stop watching the stream and deal with it. I follow. Thank you, Yunche. Thank you for the donuts, Leela. Ah, thank you so much. I have a joke I want to make, but I can't. Hi, seniors. Welcome, welcome. I'm okay. How about you guys guess within the range? I'm somewhere between 20 to 23, so I could be 20, I could be 21, could be 22, could be 23. Ooh. Hi, Chano. Hi, Nar. Hi, Sonic. How you doing today? Welcome, welcome. Again, thank you guys for the follows and subs. Hi, Sonic. Hi, Rain. How you guys doing today? Thank you, guys. Christopher, thank you for the star. I appreciate it so much. Hi, Rav. Hi, D. Hi, John. How you guys doing today? Hi, Joshiki. Hi, welcome, welcome. Thank you, Yoon. Oh my God, Nar, thank you so much for the sunshine, Nar. That's so nice again. Leela, thank you for your dono, and Yoon, thank you for the dono too with the star. Thank you so much, Nar. Thank you so much. Your profile pic is very interesting. Julius, thank you for the 2 hearts. I appreciate that so much, Julius, as well. Thank you so much for your donations as well. Guys, you guys are also nice. I am not. I am definitely a little older than that. Hi, Mutiro. Hi, Nina. Hi, Therian. Glad to have you. Hi, Sherry. Hi, Wolf. How are you guys doing today? Welcome, welcome. Please don't spam too many times, guys. I don't add, but if you want to join my game, you can. Hi, Brooke. Hi, Charles. Hi, Wolf. Hi, Rain. Hi, Cyborg. Hi, Lunar. Again, Roblox, Oboro, thank you for the follow. Guys, if you sub on YouTube, say that you sub so I can give you a shout out. And Stanley, thank you so much for the GG. Nar, thank you for the 6-7 donation again, even if I had to say the number, unfortunately. Thank you so much, guys. Please don't spam if you guys did it. My friend stole my girl. I'm sorry, man. That sucks. Thank you guys for your donations and follows today. I really wish you the best. I'm not trying to be inconsiderate. It's just like I can't give. Rain, thank you so much for subbing. Sherry, thank you for the sub. Glad to have you here. That's my user. Hi, John. Hi, Roblox. Hi, Aboro. Thank you, Julius, for the subs and follows. Hi, Jordy. Hi, Sherry. Glad to have you. Thank you for all the new people. Guys, let's get to 34K today. Guys, we can get to 34K, I bet. Hi, Nair. Hi, Rain. How you doing today? Nair, thank you for the 3 gold coins. 5 gold coins. Let's go. Thank you so much. Yeah, around that, Leila. Thank you so much. Hi, Christopher. Thank you for the sub. Glad to have you. Jordan, thank you for the sub. Thank you for making you did make my day better. I promise you. Every gift you gave made me feel so much better. Also, you seem really chill, so I'm happy to have you here. I am not that young, guys. I promise. I know I sound younger, but what happened there? I got flinged out. Therian, thank you for the sub. Glad to have you. Hi, Alex. Hi, Sonic. Hi, Azin. Glad to have you. Julius, thank you so much for the gold. Happy, glad to have you here. Hope you're doing well. Hi, as Cat, glad to have you. Make sure to follow or sub. Please notice me. What are you, like, is this some Nagatoro thing? Make sure to follow or sub. Glad to have you here. Hope you're doing well. Hi, Chief. How you doing today? Welcome, welcome. Hi, Nina. Thank you guys for coming and subbing and following. I do appreciate it, guys. Oh, God, someone messaged me. Who's messaging? Oh, it's in a group chat. That's why. They sent some weird stuff. Nair, thank you so much for the gold coin. Hi, Strawberry. I spoil all my streamers. Can I become your streamer then? Pointy fingers. Hi, Nair. Thank you so much for the gold coins. Thank you, Anna. Hi, I'm Emily. Hi, Q-Bear. Hi, Shaq. Glad to have you. Thank you guys for the follows and subs. I hope you guys are doing well today. Please don't spam too many times. Thank you, Anna, for the sub. But yeah, you did spam. I subscribed. Melissa, thank you for the sub. Yes. Let's go. I'm glad I could be your streamer. Be my streamer. Be my baba. I'm new. Welcome if you're new. Shakala. Glad to have you. Like you said, you already said you're new, though. Guys, again, thank you guys for your donation today. He actually sees my donation. Have you donated to people and they just ignore you? I've heard like that happens a lot where you donate and they literally just don't pay attention to it. But I try to thank everybody. Hi Rose, hi John. Although I think that makes people upset and they don't watch me because of it. Because like the problem is like I feel like I thank people. No, you're fine. Take your time, Eli. I thank people so much that people get annoyed and they're like, I don't want to watch him anymore, even though they beg for a thank you, which is kind of sad, but that's life. Hi Naomi. Hi guys. Hi Korean name. See y'all later. I didn't see you for 3 days. I mean, yeah, I'm busy doing stuff, guys. I mean, sometimes the algo doesn't recommend me. Guys, if you want to see me every time, or like most times, turn your bell button on. So guys, turn the bell button on for stream, okay? So if you guys want me to be online, turn your bell button on for the stream, okay? So you know, like the YouTube bell button, press that and hit it. Play a bunch of games too. I do as well, but I've been playing this a lot recently, so... Hi Shaw, hi RJ, hi Diana, hi Christopher, glad to have you. Hi, I don't know, hi Leela, hi B, how you doing there? Hi Killswitch, how you doing today? Welcome, welcome. Make sure to follow us up. Bro, you're just literally saying please the whole time. I have no idea what you're talking about. Make sure to follow our sub, glad to have you. Hi Alexa, hi Min, hi Minus, hi Albert, hi Casey, how you doing today? Hi Danger, glad to have you. Hi Sick, hi Yeeps, how you doing today? Hi Kate, hi everyone, hi Dinky, hi Chase. Hi Sonic, hi Rain, how you doing today? Hi RJ. Julius, thank you for the chili. Hi Sick, glad to have you here. Hi Marlon, hi Sick, hi Case, hi Lily, how you doing today? Hi Crystal, how you doing today? RJ, Sick, please stop spamming. I'm gonna have to mute you. I don't want to be mean, but like bro, you're literally spamming every 2 seconds. I'm gonna have to mute you, man. Make sure to follow our sub, guys. Glad to have you. Hi Crystal, hi Sen, hi Rez, hi Chav, hi Chase, hi Yeeps, how you doing today? Welcome, welcome guys. Hi, I don't know. Hi, Azen. Hi, Love. How you doing today? Hi, Tete. Hi, Sonic. Glad to have you. Hi, Shelly. Hi, Eva. Hi, Nick. Guys, make sure to donate if you guys can donate. I promise you any donation. Hi, Love. I hope you're doing well. How you doing today, Love? I hope any donation you guys give really helps me out. I promise you. Hi, Eva. Hi, Shasha. So I really can't thank you guys enough if you donate. I promise you everything you guys give helps me out so much. I can't thank you guys enough for any donation you guys say. Hi, content. There you go. You're happy. Hi, Oak. Hi, Shava. Hi, Anna. Amp, thank you so much for the star. Glad to have you give me the star. Thank you, Amp. I really do appreciate that. Hi, Number. Hi, Ashley. Hi, Ant. Hi, Clarica. Guys, if you say I sub, I also give you a shout out or follow. If you follow on TikTok, I'll give you a shout out too, okay? So, yeah. Hi, Wolf. Hi, everyone. Make sure to follow our sub. Are you playing? I'm playing Nido Tower, guys. It's Nido Tower, my username. I'll put it in chat, guys. Hi, Riri. Hi, Luke. There's my username. Hi, Luke. Hi, Jade. I tried my best, okay? I don't know. I think I'm losing brain cells from not breathing. Make sure to follow her sub. Hi, Shelly. Hi, Claire. How you doing there? Welcome, welcome. Hi, Riri. Hi, Number One. Hi, Caroline. Hi, Shoko. Hi, Chrissy. Glad to have you. Hi, Jane. How you doing there? Welcome, welcome. Hi, Amp. Thank you for the 100, Amp. How you doing there? Welcome, welcome. Hi, Lily. Hi, Oak. Hi, Sasha. Hi, Sonic. Glad to have you. How you doing there? Hi, Riri. Hi, Jane. Hi Cutie, hi Tander, hi Ad, how you guys doing today? Make sure to follow her sub. Hi Little Brown, hi Jarek, how you doing today? No breathing, I'm dead. Hi Jarek. Guys, make sure to follow her sub, guys, if you are new today. Hi Galia, hi Riz. Hi Shoko, how you guys doing today? Hi Yukis. Hi Jerica. Hi Clarissa. Hi Ash. Guys, what's the best part of your guys' day so far? Hi Paul, hi Atlas. Hi, John. Thank you for the follow, by the way. Glad to have you. Thank you for the follows and subs, everyone. Again, thank you guys for your donations today. Guys, let's get a super chat. $10 super chat right now, guys. I bet we can do it, okay? Anybody want to give one? Probably not. No? Okay. Hi, Laureen. Hi, Good. Hi, Clarenza. Glad to have you. Hi, Ashelina. Glad to have you. Make sure to follow our sub. Hi, Sonic. How are you? Hi, Paul. 1:22 a.m. Good morning then. Hi, Love. Hi, Bailey. Hi, Nicole. Hi, Cutie. Hi, The Real. Hi, Bailey. Hi, somebody. Hi, Anthony. Good morning then for you. Hi, Oak. The game name is called Nido Tower. You're good at this game. Thank you for the sub, Oak. Glad to have you. Hi, The Real. Hi, Eva. Glad to have you. I don't know why chat's active. Hi, Blue Fly. How are you doing there? How are you doing there? Hi, me. Hi, Bailey. Hi, Liv. Hi, Lunar. Hi, Keisha. Hi, Miley. Hi, Awesome. Guys, please don't spam too many times. Hi, 196. Hi, Charlie. Hi, Bailey. Hi, Aaliyah. Glad to have you. Thank you guys for coming. Hi, The Real. Glad to have you. Guys, what's the best part of your day so far? Hi, hi, Little. Hi, Sonic. Hi, Urella. Hi, Jillian. Hi, Andrew. No breathing. Hi, Malachi. How you doing today? Hi, Minus. Glad to have you. Make sure to follow her some. Hi, Clayton. Glad to have you. Hi, Shelly. Hi, Malachi. Make sure to follow. Thank you guys. Thank you guys for all the jewels you guys give and donations, guys. I really do appreciate it, okay? No breathing. Hi guys, hi Campbell, hi Wine196, glad to have you here. Make sure to follow or sub. Hi Malachi, hi Rainbow, hi Chris, hi everyone. Thank you guys for the follows and subs and donations, everyone. Glad to have you. Again, your donations really help me out, so I genuinely can't thank you guys enough if you do. Yeah, I'm almost at 34k. Hi Eva, hi Bakugo, hi Sleepy, hi Kira, hi B2. How are you doing today? But thank you guys so much for your donations. I don't reply to DMs, guys. Hi everyone, hi Kira, hi Jillian. Make sure to follow or sub. Glad to have you, everyone. Hi, Kaylee. Make sure to follow or sub, guys, if you are new. Rosilla. I can't, guys, if your name is different from your actual name, I'm sorry, but I can't really call it. I'm sorry. I've tried my best, but, like, I can't really do that. Like, if your name is, like, Bob and your name is, like, 123 Tickle Feet or something on YouTube, like, I can't call you. I'm probably not going to call you by Bob. I'll just call you 123 or something. Hi. Thank you, Axel. Glad to have you. Thank you for following and subbing. What's my user? This is my user. Also, thank you guys for your donations today. I really do appreciate it. So, thank you guys. Oh, my God. I almost accidentally ended stream. So, thank you guys for your donation. Hi, Axel. Oh, my God. So many chatters. Sorry. I had to look at chat again. Thank you guys. Hi Ambitious. Hi Romanian. Glad to have you. Make sure to follow or sub, guys, if you are new. Hi Axel. Thank you guys for your donations again too, guys. I put my username in chat like 20 times, man. Hi Caddis. How you doing today? Guys, we're almost at 34k subs. I can't tell my... Yeah, don't tell your real name. That's probably bad. Hi, Pikey. That's a good advice. Guys, don't put your actual information in chat. I shouldn't have to say that. Like, just because you have a social security number doesn't mean I need to know it, okay? Make sure to follow or sub if you guys are here. Welcome. Hi, Sweet. Glad to have you here. Hope you're doing well. Hi, Pikey. Hi, Glad. Hi, Sweet. How you guys doing today? Welcome. Hi, Mimi. Not who you think I am. Hi, Lunar. Glad to have you. Hi, Mimi. Hi, Julius. What are you guys up to today? Guys, what's the best part of your day? Hi, Bella. Hi, everyone. What's something exciting you did? Hi, Not You. Hi, Skocky. Hi, Glad. Thank you for the stars. Glad to have you here. Oh my God, I fell. I'm so dumb. Hello. Welcome, guys. Guys, I might be a dumb cat boy. Just a little bit. Just a little dumb, okay? Maybe a little more... Hi, Yummy. Just because I'm dumb cat boy doesn't mean I'm not happy. Hi, Zero. Hi, Eric. Thank you guys for the follow, subs, and also I want to say thank you guys again for your donations. I know I mentioned it 2 million times a stream, but I generally can't thank you guys enough for your donations. They help me with stream, they help me pay my cat boy bills, and they help me get food. So, I mean, if you guys want to help me out with all of those, and they also help me see my friends IRL, so, like, you know, I'm not lonely. Hi, Chris. Hi, Sonic. Glad to have you here. Hi, Kyle. Hi Yumi, glad to have you here. Make sure to follow or sub. Please stop spamming. I will have to mute you and I don't want to mute you, so please don't spam 20,000 times if you say hi. I'm not going to say hi after that, so. Hi Otter, how you doing there? Welcome. Guys, we're almost at 900 subs on YouTube, which is insane. Thank you. Hi Alina, glad to have you. I'm going to mute you, man. I'm going to give you one more warning official. I don't know how to say your name, but I'll give you one more warning. Thank you. I'm glad I'm your best part of your day. That makes me very happy, and I'm glad I can make you happy. I'll give you one more. Okay, bro, I literally gave you a warning like 5 times. I'm gonna mute you. I'm sorry, man. Bye. Hi, Leah. Hi, Reggie. How you doing there? Welcome. Make sure to follow or sub, guys. Hi, Isabel. Hi, Shelly. Guys, I give like plenty of warnings, so like I'm not trying to be mean, but if you don't listen to me, I'm gonna mute you, my dude. Hi, Jugga. Guys, thank you for the follows and donations, everyone. Hi, Squirm. Hi, Latrina. Hi, Sarah. Hi, BMW. Thank you for the clock it, Ethan. Thank you so much for the clock it, Ethan. Hi Kendra, glad to have you here. Hi Little, how you guys doing today? Welcome. Hi Squirm, how you guys doing today? Welcome. Hi Kylie, hi Luna, hi Lottery, glad to have you here. Everybody, thanks for the follow. Hi Kaylee, hi Laterus, hi Kay, thank you for the follows and subs. Hi Val, how you doing today? Hi Trey. Thank you Squirm for the stars. Hi Big, hi Kendra, hi Greek, how you guys doing today? Make sure to follow sub. Hi Malachi, hi Biggie. Hi Clumpy, hi 196. Guys, 900 subs! Let's go! Hi Big, you're local, glad to have you. Make sure to follow our subs. Hi Reggie, hi Emma, hi Kylie. Hi Dwayne. Hi Greek name I can't say because it's in Greek. Hi Ken. Hi Bio. Please stop spamming. I'm gonna have to mute you, and I don't want to mute you, Greek name. Okay, I'm gonna give you one more warning. And if you keep I'm muting you, man. I'm sorry. I did give you a warning. You did not listen. Like I said, no spamming 20 times. Again, thank you for the follows. Hi Ashley. Hi Apartment. Hi Little. Hi Sammy. Again, thank you for the follow subs. Also, I want to say thank you guys for your donations. So please, if you want to consider donating, I promise you, all your donations really help me out. Glad to have you here. Hope you're doing well. Hi Ed Kenzo, glad to have you. Hi iPhone, glad to have you. Hi Breslow, hi my pretty. Thank you guys for your donations today. So guys, if you guys want to give any jewels, donations, super chats, guys, we can get a laughing disco or a clapping seal right now, guys. I believe in you. Laughing disco or a clapping seal. I would appreciate you guys so much. Squirm, thank you for the heart. Favorite Pokemon. Thank you for the 4 hearts, Squirm. Let's go. Courtney, thank you for the stars. 9 hearts, Squirm. Thank you. Hi Courtney. Hi Claire. How you doing there? Hi Lizzie. Hi Cost. Thank you guys so much for the subs, follows, donos, guys. Hi Melendez. How you doing there? Welcome, welcome. Hi Lizzie. I'm new. Hi Melindy. Courtney, thank you for the stars. Bye if you have to go. I get it. Hi iPhone. Hi Bristol. Hi Caddis. Glad to have you. Hi Claire. How you doing there? Welcome, welcome. Hi Bristol. Hi Kyle. Glad to have you. Make sure to follow some. Hi BNW. Hi Bryson. Hi Cleveland. Hi Alex. Glad to have you here. Hi Izzy. Hi Yathy. Hi Florence. How you doing today? Hi iPhone. Hi Michael. How are you? Hi Lunar. Glad to have you. Hi Melendez. How you doing there? Make sure to follow some. Hi everyone. Glad to have you. Hi Nella. How you doing there? Welcome. Hi Mug. Hi Shihan. Hi iPhone. Hi Gracie, how you doing today? Welcome guys, glad to have you. Hi Cassis, how you doing today? Julius, thank you for the star, glad to have you here, hope you're doing well. It's called Nido Tower if you're curious. Hi Scary. Hi Nicole, hi Siham, how you doing today? Hi Laterus. Hi Dar, how you doing today? Make sure to follow or sub if you guys are new. Hi Dar, hi Bailey, how are you? Hi Mag, hi Juicy, hi Lizzie, how are you doing today? Hi Prince, how are you? Guys, thank you guys for your subs, donations, follows. My name is not iPhone, it's Ruby. Well, okay, rename yourself to Ruby then. Don't name yourself iPhone. I'm sorry. Guys, I don't know your names. I don't go to your house and be like, what's your name? Okay, I'm sorry. I had to call you by the name on YouTube. So if your name is not Ruby on YouTube, I'm going to call you by iPhone. I don't want to be mean to you. Hi, Venom. Hi, Vitra. Hi, Nev. Hi, Natsuki. But I can't nickname you. So you got to change your name, okay? Does not try being mean to you. But like, if your name is iPhone, what do you think I'm going to call you by? I can't know your actual name. I'm sorry, guys. I don't know your birthday and your name and your social security number and your credit card numbers. Okay. Hi, sweet. Hi, Siha. I'm glad to have you here. It depends on the day. Hi, Squirm. Thank you so much for the stars, Squirm. Glad to have you here. Thank you so much, Squirm, for your stars. Donations. Thank you for the stars. The donations. Melvin, glad to have you. How are you doing today? Hi, sweet. Hi, Lizzie. How are you doing today? Hi iPhone, hi Diamond, how you doing today? Hi Shelly, hi Deepcore, how you doing today? Hi Shelly. Hi Melvin. Hi everyone, make sure to follow or sub if you guys are new. Hi Bailey. It doesn't have to be your actual name, guys, but just put a nickname that you want to put as your nickname for the theme. If you're already... So like guys, if your name is like, let's say you don't have to put like, let's say your name is like Rebecca. If your name is like 125, like... Nido Tower Hater or something, right? But you don't like that name, just name yourself like, you know, Trix or something, right? Because you might like the nickname Trix. It's not Rebecca, right? So you can do that. Make sure to follow or sub. Also, guys, thank you guys for your donations. I really do appreciate it. Whatever you guys are doing, thank you guys. And I want to say thank you guys. If you guys do want to donate, please do so. I promise you all the donations really help me out, guys. So please consider donating if you guys can. Thank you for the $2 super chat. Bism Watch Christopher, thank you so much for the super chat. I don't know how to say your name properly, I'm so sorry. But Bism, thank you so much for the $2 super chat. Let's go. Hi Liam, hi Deepcore, glad to have you. Any super chat, any donation, I promise you helps me out so much. So thank you guys, I really do appreciate it. Let's go guys, super chats. Hi Graham, hi Noah, how you doing today? Hi Featuring, how are you? Hi Chris, how are you doing today? Hi Liam, hi Deepcore, hi Siham. Make sure to follow or sub, guys, if you are new. Thank you guys again for coming today. Hi Candy. Again, thank you for the subs and follows. Yes, it's Jacknyeko. Oh, that's not my username, but you did spell it right. Hi Bailey. No, it's okay if you guys can't donate. If you guys want to help me out and you can't donate, just watch my stream for longer. Hi Ario, hi Pavlov, hi Sean, hi Goku, hi Keyshawn. Hi Abby, thank you guys for following and subbing. Hi Mina, it's called Nido Tower, guys. It's Nido Tower. Hi Jessica. I try to call you by that, Shu. But it's kind of, your name's a little hard to say. Hi Abby. Again, guys, thank you guys for your donations. I really do appreciate anything about your donations. No, I've never played that game. Hi Courtney. Hi Starry. How are you? Hi iPhone. Hi Lunar. Glad to have you here. How you guys doing today? Welcome, welcome. Okay, please don't spam. Hi Sihan. Hi Elsa. Glad to have you. How you guys doing today? Please, if you guys want to help me out, though, donations really do. If you guys want to sub or follow, though, as well, please sub or follow. I promise you. If you sub, though, let me know you subbed. I'll give you a shout out for that. Hi Anna. Oh, that's cool. Maybe I'll try it someday. Hi Anna. What's your question? Stop spamming that you have a question without actually asking the question. Guys, that's annoying. No offense. Courtney, thank you for the hundreds. Glad to have you here. I'm glad they are. Thank you, Pav, for the sub. Thank you, Shelly, for the sub. Glad to have you. Hi, Nitaro. Glad to have you. Hi, Elsie. A double tap. Thank you for double tapping the screen. Glad it could be one of your favorite streamers. Thank you, guys. Hi, Jane. Meep, meep. Thank you for the sub, Jane. Glad to have you. Again, thank you guys for your super chats today. Guys, Julius, I'm gonna mute you if you say that. I'm gonna just mute that. That's kind of gross. I don't want to be mean, guys, but please don't talk about really gross stuff. I know you donated and I really do appreciate that, but please don't talk about gross stuff, man. I don't want to hear about it. Hi, Jane. Thank you for the sub. Glad to have you. Hi, Courtney. Glad to have you. Hi, SD. Hi, Fandom. How you guys doing today? Welcome, welcome. Make sure to follow our sub. Sweet Cookie, thank you for the gold coin. Glad to have you here. Hope you're doing well. Hi, Noah. Hi, Cheeto. Glad to have you. Hi, everyone. Hi, Oblox. Thank you for the follow. Again, thank you for the follows or subs. Hi, Siren. Hi, Frank. Guys, 75 subs away from 34k. Hi, Frank. Thank you, Dazzy, for the sub. Make sure to follow or sub. Glad to have you here. Hope you're doing well. Hi, Bean Figs. Glad to have you. Thank you for the GG. Also, you're saying if someone who likes Dandy will come in my chat and they're like spamming and being annoying about it, I should just say Animal Hospital is better. Hello, make sure to follow or sub. Hi Pav, hi Mika. Guys, thank you for the follows and subs, guys. Glad to have you here. Everybody, thank you guys for coming. I'm gonna play Roblox on that. Make sure to follow. Hi Alice, how you doing today? Hi iPhone. Nar, thank you so much for the star. Hi Fandom. Nar, thank you for the stars so much. It's real nice of you. Meow, 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 meow. Hi Lizzie, how are you doing today? Hi Marina. Hi Marchi. Hi Claire. Oh my god. Hi Bacon. Hi Don't Ever. Guys, please, thank you guys for all the new people. If you guys really want to help out though, I genuinely can't thank you guys enough for all the donations you guys have given today. You guys have been amazing with that, so thank you. Hi Little Brown Bear. How you doing today? Hi Don't Even. But yes guys, thank you guys so much for your donations today. I really can't thank you guys enough. Hi Lay. Hi Kaylee. How you doing today? So yeah, if you guys ever want to donate, I promise you it helps me out. Hi Sophia. Hi Cube. Hi Sarah. Hi iPhone. Make sure to follow us. I'm glad to have you here. Guys, maybe I should play Animal Hospital since Dandy's World is like dying. That's what my chatter said, right? I'm just trolling you. I don't play both of those games, so I'm sorry. Hi Nano. I don't know, they just don't interest me and my chat doesn't really like them. My chat says they like those games, but I play those games and they don't like them. I played these games before, so. Hi Biz. Hi Miro. Hi Don't Even. Hi Jacobs. Thanks for the follow. Hi Noah. Make sure to follow or sub, guys, if you're new. Also, guys, thank you guys so much for your donations today. Welcome, welcome. Glad to have you here. I'm not playing, guys, either or. Stop asking me to play. Hi, Fandom. Hi, Art. Glad to have you. If you keep asking me to play Dandies, I will literally play Animal Hospital despite you. Lawbit, thank you for the stay hydrated, Lawbit. Let's go. Thank you so much for your donation, Lawbit. I love you so much. Glad to have you here. Hi, Siham. Hi, Steven. Hi, Liam. Glad to have you. Thank you for the follow. Hi, Simon. Thanks for the follow. Hi, I'm Stalker. That's cool that you're Stalker. Hi, Little Bit. Hi, Rose. Thank you so much for your donation, Rose. I appreciate you guys again. Thank you so much. Especially you, Rose. Your donations help me out so much. Hi, Mafioso. Yeah, guys, you get permission to make fan art. Again, thank you guys. Let's get a laughing disco or clapping seal right now, guys. Laughing disco or clapping seal, everyone. I do appreciate those. Thank you, guys. Hi, Mafioso. Hi, Therian. Guys, we're also 66 follows, subs away. Lawbit, thank you for the laughing disco. Sorry, I was staying hydrated, but thank you so much, Lawbit, for the laughing disco. That's so nice of you. Thank you, Lawbit. Sweet Cookie, thank you so much for the gold coin. And thank you, I am Cat Guy, for the $2 super chat. Yes, I remember you. You've been donating super chats last time. I can't thank you enough for your super chats. If you have insomnia, make sure to take your melatonin or other medication you need. Make sure to follow or sub. Peekaboo, how are you guys doing today? Hi Cube, glad to have you. Thank you guys for the subs and follows again. Thank you for your donations, everyone. Hi Danny. Hi Hand. Hi Hack. How you doing today? You're a good YouTuber. Thank you so much for saying that. I really do appreciate that. Hi Hector. Please stop spamming Hector. I don't want to mute you. I will have to mute you, unfortunately. I'm sorry, man. You spam way too many times. Make sure to follow or sub. Hi Toasty. How you guys doing today? Go to bed. I'm not going to bed. Guys, this is my job. I need to make... Unfortunately, I gotta stream to make my rent money, so and go to do stuff. Okay, so this is my job. I can't go to bed. Make sure to follow or sub. Hi Joshua. I'm not even tired, as you can hear. I wouldn't be able to talk this much if I was tired. Okay. Hi River. Hi Dea. Thank you so much. Yeah, I mean, I appreciate anything you guys give. I really do, Rose. So thank you a little bit. Thank you so much. Hi Maddie, hi Utsa, hi Laura, glad to have you. I promise you everything you give really does help me out more than you think. Love it. So thank you guys so much for every donation you guys give. Hi Road Rash, hi Laura, hi welcome. Hi Tabo, hi Amir, hi Shara, hi Road, hi Ovi, hi Maddie, how are you doing today? Hi Trojan. Again, thank you for the follows and subs, guys. Hi Jameer, hi Don't Even. Hi Road. Guys, thank you for your follow, subs, and donations today. I promise you they all help me out so much. Hi Melody, hi Painey, how are you? Hi Brittany, how are you doing today? Hi Skylar, how are you doing today? Welcome. Hi Abby, glad to have you. Hi Evelyn. Hi Squirm. Make sure to follow or sub, guys, if you're new. Hi Anna Mers. Hi Trollin, glad to have you. Make sure to follow. Hi Aria, hi Colton. Hi Zanny, how are you doing today? Welcome. Hi Skylar. Hi Evelyn, hi Nina, how are you? Hi Aria. Make sure to follow or sub, guys, if you're new here. It does help me out. Hi, Ove. Glad to have you. Hope you're doing well. Hi, Don't. How you doing today? Welcome. Hi, Abby. Hi, Adriel. Hi, Sihan. How are you? Hi, Sierra. By the trial. Yeah. Hi, Trojan. Guys, what's the best part of your days? Hi, Lunar. Get your water if you need it. Hi, Laura. Hi, Skylar. Hi, Channel. Hi, everyone's. Troll and stop spamming. Thank you. Take your medications, be healthy. Thank you so much. Also, thank you for the super chat. I appreciate you so much for that. Thank you guys. I really do. Thank you guys for your $2 super chat. Thank you so much, Kat. You're so nice for that. I'm afraid, Kat, you're gonna give like $100 one like random lamb. I'm gonna start crying. Hi, Kill Kiki. Hi, Zia. Thank you so much for coming. You're gonna like sneak 100 in there and be like, here's your 100, haha. Hi Lily, hi everyone. Your character's adorable. Thank you. Hi Huggy Wuggy. Hi Lily, how are you? Glad you liked my character. Thank you, Roddy, for the sub. Evelyn, thank you for coming. Hi Brittany, glad to have you here. Hope you're doing well. Hi Huggy, hi Star, hi everyone. Again, thank you for the follows and sub. Hi Jumpster, hi everyone. Glad you like my VTuber. Guys, we're almost at 34k on YouTube today. Amazingly. Hi, Sierra. Hi, Max. Glad to have you. And I'm very happy today. Oh my god, I fell. I'm very happy today, so thank you guys for asking. Hi, Robel. Glad to have you. Hi, Grave. Hi, Marcello. Glad to have you. Thank you for the... I might sue Cat. Thank you for the $5 super chat, Cat. Cat, thank you so much for your super chat. Oh my god, you MVP of a person, Cat. Thank you. Okay, good. You got your medication. That's good. I'll look up other stuff later, guys. I'm sorry. I can't look up stuff on stream right now since I'm playing the game and doing stuff, okay? So maybe later I can look up some of the stuff you're telling me to look up, okay? Thank you, Kat, so much for your super chat. Hi, Victor. How you doing there? Welcome. Hi, Joey. Dogs and cats are really cute. Hi, Victor. Hi, Joey. How are you? Again, thank you for the follows and subs. Hi, Princess. How are you doing today? Hi, Dark. How you doing there? Hi, Isla. How you doing today? Thank you guys for your donations, everyone. The super chats, everything pre-recorded. I literally talked to everyone. How can you think this is pre-recorded unless you banged your head against the wall too many times? Sorry, I don't mean to be mean. Anyway, my username is this is my username. Welcome. Yeah, you dumb. Get blocked. Make sure to follow us. I'm glad to have you here. Make sure to follow us. I'm glad to have you. Anything fun? Anything excited? There, not really. Thank you so much for the $2 super chat. Make sure to follow. I mean, hey, if you want to, it's up to you. It's up. If you want to donate, donate what you want to donate. I'm not gonna force you either way. So thank you so much. Thank you for your super chats. I'm a cat guy. Glad to have you. Hi, Casey. How are you? Again, guys, your donations really matter so much to me. Thank you guys for all your donations today. Hi, G-Rex. How you doing today? Hi, Casey. Hi, Joey. Hi, Yossi. My character looks similar to me IRL. It's kind of based off of me, actually. So, Lunar, how you doing today? Welcome, welcome. Obviously, I don't have cat ears IRL. Well, I do, but, like, not physically. They're not attached. Hi, Sick. Hi, Don't Ever. Hi, Marcus. Hi, Mango. Thank you guys for the follows and subs, everyone. Glad to have you here. Hi, Victor. How you doing today? Thank you for the $10 super chat. I'm a cat. Cat, thank you for your super chat so much. That's so nice of you. Thank you, Cat, so much for your super chat. Holy. Hi, Gloria. Hi, Jumpstar. How you doing today? Hi, Moraine. Hi, Dark. How you doing today? Welcome, welcome. My username is this in chat. Thank you guys so much. Thank you for the follows and subs, everyone. I appreciate it so much. Oh, sorry, it's not posty. Random_guy unknown's my username. Thank you so much for your super chats, Cat. To Olive, thank you for the 2 stars too. But guys, everybody put W's in the chat for Cat for the donations. I mean, if you want to donate, Anna, I would really appreciate it. But hey, that's up to you. I'm not gonna force you to donate unless you want to donate, you know? But I can't thank you guys enough for your donations. I put my username in chat. Hello. I don't add people, but if you want to join, you guys can join me, okay? Stop spamming GG. I'm gonna have to mute you, and I don't want to mute you, bro. I feel like you want me to ban you. Hi, Millard. Glad to have you here. $20 super chat, Cat guy. Guys, W's in the chat for Cat for all the super chats they're giving, guys. W in the chats for all the super chats they're giving, everyone. Please give W's in the chat for Cat, guys. W Cat, okay? W guys. Anime, thank you so much. Alala, thank you for the gold coin too. Thank you so much for the 20 super chat, Cat. Oh my god, thank you. Thank you so much, Cat. Hi, Kaylee. Hi, I. Very much W's. Everybody, please posting W's. Oh my god, thank you. Again, thank you so much. Thank you, Cat. Hi, Lunar. Hi, Brenda. Hi, Goober. Hi, Lucy. How you doing today? Hi, Sierra. Glad to have you. Hi, Olive. Hi, JJ. Hey, parents. Make sure. I'm sorry they say that. Don't. That sucks. I wish you guys the best for your life stuff. Thank you so much, Cat, for your super chats today. Holy. Hi, Evelyn. You have made my day so much better, Cat. I promise you. My day was okay, like only like my day was kind of today. So like your super chats have cheered me up so much. I promise you, it helps me out so much, guys. I genuinely can't, especially you, Cat. Especially also since we're almost at 34k too today, which is insane, bro. Holy. Hi, Armin. Hi, Izzy. How are you? Hi, everyone. Make sure to follow our sub. Truth. Thank you, Cat, so much for your donations. Hi, Izzy. My head. I don't know how to explain it. Hi, Kelly. Glad to have you. Thank you, Cat, so much. Here's my username in chat. Cat. Thank you so much. Hi, Olive. Hi, Official. Hi, PJ. Hi, Flame. I'm really sick, don't bully. I won't do so. Hi, Hana. Glad to have you here. Hope you're doing well. There's my username in chat. Thank you guys for those follows and subs today. Hi, PJ. Thank you. I love food. I love food too. Nice name. We both like food. I think we could be friends. Grayson, thank you for the flowers. Olive, thank you for the gold coin. Grayson, thank you for the flowers. And Olive, thank you for the gold coin as well. Hi, Lucy. Glad to have you here. But yeah, I love food. I think we could be good friends with your name. I love food too. Thank you guys for your donations. Any donation helps me out, guys. Also, any sub help me out too. So if you sub, say I subbed in chat, I'll give you a shout out. If you follow on TikTok, I'll give you a shout out. Like Vanna. Thank you for the follow. Hi, Lucy. Glad to have you here. Hi, Edward. Hi, everyone. Hi, Don't Even. Hi, everyone. Thank you guys for coming. Thank you for the follows and subs. You do gotta say your name in chat so I can give the sub a shout out. I'm on TikTok. Welcome. We're getting on TikTok. I love food. Wait, what's your name on YouTube? Thank you so much, Eddie, for the flowers. Glad to have you here. Hope you're doing well. Thank you for the flowers, Eddie. Hi, Mr. What? Hi, Claudia. Glad to have you here. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, make sure to follow or sub, guys, if you guys are new today. Jack, your eyes are beautiful. Thank you so much. Thank you guys for your donations. Hope, Jack. Thank you. Appreciate you liking me so much. Hi, Alfred. Thank you for the stars. Glad to have you, Tyrone. What do you mean, Tyrone? Thank you guys for your donations too, Tilfan. What did they say? You're welcome. Thank you, thank yous. Thank you for the hundreds, Yaz and Jaslyn. Thank you guys so much. Your donations are so appreciated. Hi, Kelly. Thank you, Alfred, for the star. Glad to have you here. Oh, Tilfan's your name. Oh, yeah, I recognize you then. Hi, sub. Thank you for the sub. Glad to have you here. But yeah, I can't. I'm going to bed. Okay, Jamel, thank you for coming today. I don't add people, but if you do want to join my game, guys, you guys are free to join my game, okay? I would be happy to have you guys join my game if you want to join, okay? You gotta get a few wins on this to be on the leaderboard. Hi, Ali. Glad to have you here. Hope you're doing well. Oh, God, no. The leaderboard is kind of... okay, we gotta get a few wins, okay? I'm glad you like it. Hi, Eli. Hi, I love food. Hi, Courtney. Hi, yeah. Thank you guys for the follows and subs and donations, everyone. I really do appreciate it. Hi, Don't Ever. Hi, I. Glad to have you here. Hope you're doing well. Hi, Swamp. Please don't spam Swamp. I don't want to mute you. Ellie, Link. Alice, thank you for the follows. I'm gonna have to mute you, Swamp. I'm sorry. I don't want to mute you, but you keep spamming, my dude. I gave you a warning. I'm gonna mute you. Make sure to follow or sub, guys, if you are new today. Just help out. Guys, thank you guys for your donations. Alfred, thank you so much for the floating heart. Guys, I don't friend people, but you can join my game off my name. So I don't accept your friend request, even if you add me, okay? Thank you so much for the floating heart. Guys, your donations help me out so much, guys. I genuinely can't appreciate it enough. Chat before I leave. Oh, should I be worried, guys? Guys, Cat has to leave, but I should be worried. What should I be worried about? Oh my God, Cat, should I be worried? Am I overshare? Yeah, probably. I'm gonna be honest. Make sure to follow or sub. Glad to have you here. Hi, sub. Thank you, guys. Yes, my YouTube channel is Jacknyeko if you're curious. I'm so afraid what Cat might give right now. Hi, Sockney. Hi, Brittany. Hi, Mel. Give Jack some W's. Thank you for the W's. I appreciate it, Cat. That's really nice of you. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. I appreciate it so much, guys. Hi, Brittany. Thank you guys for the W's. I enjoyed. Hi, Lunar. Glad to have you here. Hi, Benny. Guys, thank you guys so much for your donations today. I promise you all the donations help me out so much. Guys, we're almost at 34K on YouTube right now. Let's go. Hi, Brittany. Thank you guys for coming today. Hi, Osage. Hi, Mel. How are you doing today? Alfred, thank you for the floating heart. Hi, Mel. Favorite Roblox game? Probably Nido, but I like other ones too. Hi, Caitlin. Glad to have you. Hi, Kathy. Hi, Prince. What if I donate 100 or more? I will probably cry if you actually give that amount. But guys, I don't believe donations until people give them, though, okay? So that's one policy, though. Even though I will cry if I get it, I don't believe I will get it until I get it. Just because I don't want to be like, oh, I'm going to get this donation and I don't get it, you know? Because, like, some people say that a lot, so... Make sure to follow. Obviously, if you say, like, I'm going to give you $5 million, I'm not going to believe you, but, like, you know. Thank you, guys. No, you're fine. Thank you for the follow. No, it's fine if you can't donate. I get it. Again, thank you guys for the people who can donate and give anything. I really can't thank you guys enough. Hi, Lita. Hi, Lily. Guys, 7 more subs. Wait, did we hit our goal already? Did we hit 34K? Guys, make sure to sub right now if you haven't. Lily, thank you for the follow. Glad to have you. Make sure to sub, guys. Thank you, MM2, for the laughing disco. Let's go, MM2. Thank you so much. Bro, you're oversharing by keep saying oversharing. I'm gonna mute you if you keep saying that, man. I'm not trying to be mean, but please stop talking. That's the best advice I can give you. I'm not trying to be mean, but... Hi, Lily. Thank you so much for the laughing disco, MM2. Glad to have you here. Anything follow is Hi, Millar. Glad to have you. Hi, Grayson. Thank you guys for following and subbing, everyone. Hello, everyone. Eden, thank you for the star. Glad to have you here. So, guys, we're gonna get more wins now. I'm gonna pay. Thank you, guys. Make sure to follow or sub. I like his sub. Thank you so much, guys. How many subs are we at now? Are we? Guys, we're so close to 34K. Tunsu, Lisa, thank you for coming. Glad to have you here. 34K in a second, guys. We hit 34K. Let's go, everyone. Yeah, we hit 34K. Hi, Ashley. Hi, Funny. Hi, Millard. How you doing today? Thank you guys for your subs, donations, and everybody. Let's go, guys. 34K. Guys, for 34K, I should get a $100 super chat. No, I'm joking. I appreciate you guys. Don't get me wrong. No donations needed. I really appreciate it. I'm so happy with you guys. Thank you so much, everyone. I really do. I hope you guys have a best day. Alfred, thank you for the star. I do appreciate that. Thank you for being my 3400. Let's get 5,000. Let's go. Hi, Tensu. Hi, hey, Ashley. Hi, Lily. Hi, Alfred. Glad to have you here. Thank you for the follows and subs, cuties. I really do appreciate it. Hi, Evelyn. Hi, Neva. How you doing today? Welcome, welcome. Nito Tower is my favorite. Thank you, Glitchy, for the sub. Glad to have you. Hi, Funny. Hi, Cash. I need... Hello, make sure to follow or sub if you guys are new. Why did you block me? I mean, I don't know why. Hi, MM2. Hi, Lily. Glad to have you here. Make sure to follow or sub. I'm a cat. Thank you for the clock at MM2. Thank you. Oh my god. I mean, hey, that's fair, cat. We'll see if that's the case. You don't have to send anything right now, okay? I really appreciate everything you're already given today. Hopefully 40k soon. Goodbye, cat. Glad to have you here. Thank you so much. Hi, Jamel. Hi, Evelyn. Hi, Troy. I really hope I can hit 34k before my, make sure to follow or sub, guys. I'm gonna use the restroom really quickly, okay? Hi, dog lover. Hi, Troy. How you doing today? I'll be back in a minute, okay? I'm gonna use the restroom. Please, no donuts while I'm gone. Someone donated while I was gone. Thank you for the 100. Sulo, thank you for the GG, Sulo. Thank you for the GG. I appreciate it. Okay, guys, I am back. Don't do weird stuff to me. Guys, what are you guys up to today? I'll donate. Okay, guys, I want you guys to do 3 different... Guys, if you're watching me live, I want you to do this 3 times, okay? If you're watching me live, do that 3 times, okay? Hello, Roblox. Hi, everyone. Coke. But yeah, if you're watching me live, you gotta do this 3 times. You guys, make a twirl 3 times if you're watching me live. 3 times twirl, guys. I'm gonna do this as a test if they're watching me. Okay, Alexa's watching me live. Okay, they're off. Hi, Christy. Glad to have you here. Hi, Jane. Hi, Afternoon. How you guys doing today? Hi, Ari. How are you doing today? Again, thank you for the follows and subs, guys. I appreciate it. My name on Roblox. This is my name on Roblox if you guys want it. Hi, Korean name. Guys, thank you guys so much for your donations today. I really do appreciate anything you guys donate. Hi, Huawei. Glad to have you. So, guys, please, any donations? I'll do anything for you to unblock me. Tell you what, give me 3 galaxies right now, I'll unblock you, deal? You're gonna be like, no, I can't do that. And then you lied. Hi, April. Thank you for the follow. Glad to have you here. Hi, Confident. Glad to have you here. Make sure to follow or sub. Hi, Brain. Hi, Confident. Glad to have you here. Hope you're doing well. Hi, Alfred. Hi, guys. Hi, Huawei. How you guys doing today? Make sure to follow or sub. Glad to have you. Hi, Ballright. Hi, Notification. Glad to have you. Hi, Crystalline. Why? Hi, everyone. Hi, Lovely. Hi, Huawei. Do you play Fortnite? I do play Fortnite. Not recently on stream, but... I put my user in chat, guys. I literally put my user in chat. Please look at chat if you want my new... Guys, look at chat. Jingle, jingle. This is my user. Make sure to follow or sub. Hi, Mina. Glad to have you here. You said you do anything, though, so I guess you lied. My bad. Hi, Mina. Hi, Crystal. Glad to have you here. I like calling people out because I know they won't. They'll say something and they'll be like, I'll do anything. I'm like, I know you won't. Every time someone's asked me to unban, I'm like, just send, I'll be like, send like 1 thing as a joke because I know they're not going to. And they're like, I can't do that. I'm like, yeah, I know. I know you're lying. Sula, thank you for the GG. Glad to have you here. I'll even make it reasonable just to be nice. It's just really funny. Maybe that's kind of mean about me, but hi, Mila. To be fair, if you warrant a ban, usually you do something really bad, okay? So like if you get banned, I don't ban people for light reasons, okay? I tell you the reasons, and if you don't get banned, you get banned. I'm not gonna suddenly unban you. Hi, Lunar. Make sure to follow us. I'm glad to have you. Hi, Listel. Hi, Jim Mill. Hi, Lai. Glad to have you here. And like I said, I don't think... Hi, Chris. Hi, Slay. Glad to have you. Thank you guys for coming and following and subbing, everyone. Guys, please, I do appreciate you guys if you're here. My new name is Concentrator. Hello, welcome, Concentrator. Glad to have you. Thank you guys for the subs and follows. Hi, Goldie. Again, thank you guys for your donations today. I really do appreciate those. Hi, Lunar. Hi, Strawberry. If you guys are new, guys, I'll give a shout out if you guys do sub. So just say I subbed in chat and I'll give you a shout out. Deal? Hi Osaj, welcome back. Hi Odyssey. Hi Raven. How are you doing today? Hi Crystal. Again, thank you guys for your donations. Yeah, you definitely will give me 1 million. 100%. Hi Andre. Hi Raven. I should ban donation baiting just for the memes of it, but I won't. I mean, if it's like you're gonna give 1 million. Truno, thank you for the sub. Osaj, thank you for the sub. Chad, thank you for the sub. NXK, thank you for the sub. Afternoon, thank you for the sub. Glad to have you here. Thank you, Chad, for the sub. Goalie, thank you for the sub. Arnie, thank you for the sub. Megan, thank you for the sub. NX, thank you for the sub. When will you do the Q&A? I mean, I already did a Q&A. It's on my YouTube channel. Hi, Truno. Hi, Jello. Hi, Osaj. Hi, Minnie. How you doing today? Welcome, welcome. Hi, Afternoon. Hi, Aurora. Glad to have you. How you guys doing today? Hi, Ashley. How are you? Hi, sub. Again, thank you for the follows and donations and subs and everything you guys give. Hi, Ronaldo. Hi, Rosabelle. Hi, Christine. Hi, Adrian. I mean, maybe I'll make it big. We'll see, though. That's a we'll see. We'll wait and see. Hi, guys. Hi, Aurora. Hi, Caroline. How are you doing today? Hi, Bloxana. Hi, Osage. How are you doing today? Hi, Cookie Monster. Thank you for coming. Thank you for the sub, Cookie. Please answer what? I'm a sub. Thank you, Cookie. Hi, Andra. Welcome if you're new. Under Rival Ikor. Thank you for coming. Glad to have you. Hi, Andre. Hi, Rivals. Hi, Brian. Glad to have you. What's good? Hi, Once. How are you doing today? Hi, Brashi. How are you? Make sure to follow or sub. Hi, Rosalie. Glad to have you here. How are you guys doing today? Again, thank you for the follow, subs, and donations today, guys. Hi, Ward. Hi, Snowy. Hi, welcome if you guys are new. Hi, Ross. Hi, Bros. Hi, Gooby. Welcome back, Audrey. Glad to have you. Welcome, Ashley is Turkish. That's cool that you're Turkish. Again, guys, thank you guys for your subs and follows today. And also, I want to say again, thank you guys if you donate. I really can't appreciate you guys if you guys donate. Super chats, galaxies, laughing discos, clapping seals. I can't thank you guys enough for those. I really do appreciate them. So thank you guys so much for any donation you have given. Welcome, guys, if you have come. Well, yeah, I remember you. Hi, Mango. Hi, Cody. Hi, Jamal. So thank you guys so much for your donations. Hi, Mannion. Hi, Nate. Nari, night. Good night, Nari. Glad to have you here. Thank you for coming. Thank you, Audrey, for the star. I appreciate that so much. Yeah, I remember you, Mingo. Hi, Vito. Glad to have you here. Make sure to follow or sub. Hi, Iker. Thank you for the finger heart, Nari. Thank you so much for your donation. Thank you for the finger heart. Hi, Goob. Okay, guys, there might be a little bit too many people on me. I'm gonna be honest. It's getting a little bit too distracting, so make sure to follow or sub. So please don't be like right next to me when we play. Otherwise, I get overwhelmed. Like, can you guys get a little bit away from me, okay? I'm not trying to be mean if you play. It's just I don't want to get like a headache, okay? And then I have to end stream early, so please get a little bit of space with me, okay? Just give me a little space. Hi, Smoothie. Hi, Miyako. Glad to have you here. Make sure to follow or sub. Hello, hello. Glad to have you guys. I don't accept friend requests, guys. I don't. I say this as well, but no, I don't accept friend requests. Hi, Smuthy. Hi, Nasty. Hi, Jakoda. Hi, Victoria. Hi, Kane. How you doing today? Hi, No Reason. How are you? Hi, Joshua. Hi, Kane. Guys, thank you for the follows and subs, everyone. Hi, hello, everyone. Hi, No Reason. Glad to have you. Hi, Jax. How are you? Hi, Ems. How are you doing today? Welcome, welcome. Again, thank you for the follow and subs, everyone. Hi, Victoria. You're welcome. Guys, also thank you again, guys, for your donations today. Holy, your donations are great. Hi, Noah. How you doing today? Welcome, welcome. Glad to have you. I'm watching. That's cool that you're watching that show. Oh God, sorry. I'm gonna get a headache. Hi, Maja. But yeah, thank you guys again so much for your donations. I really can't thank you guys. Hi, Ems. Glad to have you. Hi, Bloxana. How you doing today? Welcome, welcome. Guys, I'm getting a little tired though. Guys, should I start doing the laugh? Dash, thank you for the follow, Dash. Glad to have you here. Hope you're doing well. Dash, thank you for coming and glad to have you. What's the best part of your day? Audrey, thank you for the stars. Hi, Caddis. Hi, Ashuish. Hi, Ashley. How you doing there? Welcome, welcome. Glad to have you here. Make sure to follow or sub if you guys are new. Thank you for the galaxy, Dash. Victoria, thank you for the star. Dash, thank you so much for your galaxy. That's so nice of you. I'm Messiah. Oh my God. Dash! You MVP of a person. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Dash. Hi, Evelyn. Hi, Maja. Oh my god. Dash! Victoria, thank you for the happy. Oh my god, I could hug you right now. Thank you so much, Dash. Roz, thank you for the subscribe. Thank you for the galaxy. Any galaxy help me out. Thank you for the happy, Victoria. Hi, Zainrin. Thank you so much. Hi, Casey. Hi, Rihanna. Glad to have you. Hi, Casey. I was not expecting a galaxy today. Thank you so much. Hi, Casey. I do YouTube and TikTok if you're curious. Hi, Jello. How are you? Again, thank you for the follows, the subs, the donations, everyone. I really do appreciate it. Hi, Lesbian. How are you doing today? Hi, Stardust. Hi, Noob. How are you? Hi, Jello. Hi, D-Flip. How are you guys? Welcome, welcome. Guys, like I said, please don't be like right next to me when I play the game. It does get a little bit overwhelming. Hi, Noob. Welcome, welcome. We're trying to get some wins on Nido Tower right now. Guys, I have a question. I'm gonna probably do one more Nido Tower after this, but should I keep playing Nido Tower or should I switch to Boba Tower after this one? So Nido Tower or Boba Tower after this one? Hi Vertex, hi Steven, hi Austin. Boba Tower doesn't have any sound, so keep that in mind. So if I play Boba Tower, I'm gonna be not doing a ASMR one. Hi, I like the squish. Hi everyone, make sure to follow. I mean, I could do a keyboard tower if you guys want. Make sure, hi Lunar, hi everyone. Guys, stop being weird to me, okay? Hi Aiden, hi Isabel. Like I said, if I have to leave, I will leave. I don't want to, but like, come on guys, don't be weird. Hi Casey, hi Jackson, hi Boba. Hi David, how are you guys doing today? Hi Alyssa, hi Kyrie. Hi Mabel, hi Misha, hi Cookie, how are you doing today? Welcome, welcome. Make sure to follow our sub. Hi Orange, how are you guys doing today? Welcome, welcome. Glad to have you here. Hi Crystal, hi Lunar, how are you? Make sure to follow our sub guys if you are new. Hi Aiden, hi Cosmic, how are you? You're glitching my entire sheet. Oh, my avatar. I know why it's doing that. Hi Alien, glad to have you here. I wasn't sitting up. Okay, my avatar shouldn't glitch as much. Hi everyone's. Hi Mabel. Hi Cat Cake. I was sitting down, which is why. Again, thank you guys for your donations today. I appreciate everything you guys donate. Thank you so much, guys. Let's get a laughing disc or a clapping seal right now, guys. I bet we can get one. All right, I'm about you. If you guys want to join. Bro, what tower is that? It's World 10. It's Nido Tower. No, it's the 10th one. Addy, thank you so much for the star. Glad to have you. But yeah, guys, I bet we can. Hi, Zine friend. Make sure to follow our sub, guys, if you are new here. What the hell is that dead body there? Hi, make sure to follow our sub, guys. Glad to have you. Alien, thank you so much for the laughing disco, Alien. Thank you, Alien, for your laughing disco. Thank you for the heart, by the way, too, Steve. Thank you so much, Alien, for your laughing disco, and thank you, Steve, as well, for your heart. I really do appreciate you guys. Okay, we'll see how many more we play of this, okay? Yes, it's World 10. Hi, Noah. Hi, Sonic. Hi, everyone. How about keyboard tower? Yeah, I can do a keyboard tower. Guys, YouTube. Thank you, Alien, for a clapping seal, too. Let's go, Alien. Thank you so much. Thank you, Alien. Hi, Kyrie. Thank you so much, Alien. That's so nice of you. Hi Kyrie, glad to have you here. Hope you're doing well. Hi everyone, thank you for your donation subs. Hi Ashley, oh my god. Hi Kyrie, hi Sonia, hi Alan, hi Alien, no problem. Head pats for you, Alien. Hi Squeezo. Steve, thank you for the floating heart so much. I appreciate that too. Lewis, thank you Zinring for the heart. Me, glad to have you. Thank you guys. Hi Louis, hi everyone, hi Hanman, how you doing today? Welcome, welcome. Make sure to follow our sub, guys, if you're new. Hi Donimus, glad to have you here. Oh my god, what the hell happened? Guys, help me, help me. Hi Lunas, hi Lunar, how you doing today? Welcome, welcome, glad to have you here. Make sure to follow our sub. Hi Steve, hi Kenny, follow Jacknyeko or else. Guys, if you do not follow, yeah, I got flinged. I got flinged. I'm glad that I can talk to you guys and say hello. That's why a lot of people like me, is I interact with chat. And I know, like, if I ever hit like 100k, it's gonna probably be pretty impossible to interact with everybody, but I'll try my best still. Hi Alondra, glad to have you. Generally, like I said, I can't appreciate everyone who like either watches my stream for a really long time and like helps me in the algorithm that way, or the people who donate, because every donation, I promise you, goes towards me being able to do this as my career. So like, I generally can't thank you guys enough for everyone who donates. Like, I really can't appreciate you guys enough for that. Hi Zinreen. Hi Luna. Thank you for the love you so much as well, Zinreen. Glad to have you. Hi Maxi. How are you? Glad to have you. Hi Zinri, hi Gain, hi Go, how are you doing today? Hi Miss Ann. Hi Miranda, hi there, welcome. Hi Zenry, glad to have you. Hi bro, hi Lunar, how are you doing? Thank you for the follows and subs, everyone. Hi Alien, thank you for the star. Hi Koro, how are you doing today? Welcome. Glitch and team. Oh, okay, bro, you already said the comment 20 times, my dude. Nobody's gonna listen to your comment more just because you said it. Bro, you look like a Chinese knockoff of an actual commenter. That's even lower than me, my dude. Anyway, make sure to follow. Hi guys, welcome. Well, guys, anything fun, anything exciting today? Welcome. I hope you guys are doing well. Hi Nova. Hi Agent, glad to have you here. I only have 1 coin to send. Thank you guys for the coins to send and donations, everyone. Hi Agent. Okay, I think I'll do one more at least, and then we'll see how I feel. Hi Alien. Guys, again, thank you for the follows, subs, and donations, everyone who is new here today. Hi Jello. Hi NWA. Hi Sonic. Thank you guys for the subs too, by the way. We almost hit at 34k 100, which is insane to say. Hi Domi. Hi Squee. Thank you guys for giving me your last donations as well. I genuinely can't appreciate that. Hi Catherine. Hi Moon. I can't appreciate that enough, guys. Thank you so much. Hi Maria, hi Jello, hi Sonic, how you doing today? Hi Nova, how you doing today? Shout out please. Thank you Marie for the shout out. Hi Knack. Alien, thank you so much for your sunshine, Alien. Thank you so much for your sunshine. Thank you guys. I'll give a shout out to a few subs. So if you say I subbed in chat, I'll give you a shout out, or if you donate. So yes, it is Nito Tower actually. You're wrong, but it's pretty close. Thank you so much for the sunshine. Hi Mad, hi David, hi Maddie. Again, guys, your donations are amazing. Hi, Sihan. Hi, Maddie. Hi, everyone. Make sure to follow or sub, guys. Hi, Rose. Hi, Don't Believe Me. Don't stop believing. Hi, Addie. Hi, Dinde. Hi, Lego. Hi, Sandrina. Hi, Knack. Hi, Maria. Hi, Rosemary. Hi, Dinde. Make sure to follow or sub. Hi, Ben. Hi, Dinde. Welcome. Hi, Sonic. Glad to have you here. Thank you, guys. Hi, Kate. Hi, Jello. Hi, Addie. Hi Avery, hi Courtney, hi Marim. Thank you for the follows or subs. Hi Don't, hi Aurora, hi you. Wake up to see if I'm streaming. I am streaming. Make sure to follow. Oh my god, what the hell name is that? Jada, thank you so much for your clapping seal, Jada. Glad to have you here. Thank you. Hi Rose, hi Muha, hi Goku, hi Uncommon. Thank you, Manager, for your flow state too, Jada. And Manager, thank you so much for your donations today. And thank you as well for Alien. Thank you as well for your donations too. Thank you for the thumbs up. Thank you both, all three of you, for your donations, guys. Hi Sonic, please don't spam too many times. I'm gonna have to mute and I don't want to. Thank you guys, your donations really matter. Manager, thank you for the sunshine too. Let's go, Manager. You're so amazing with that. Like I said, guys, don't be like right on top of me when I play it. It gets really annoying. I'm sorry. I'm gonna give you a warning, Star Fox. Please get a little bit away from me. I don't want to be mean. But thank you so much, Manager, for your donation with the sunshine. Okay, glad to have you. Hi Mia, glad to have you. Thank you so much. Hi Chris. Hi glad to have you. Thank you guys for following and subbing. I really do appreciate it. Hi Callie. I'm gonna saving up to stream. Oh, good luck with that, man. You're gonna do well. Lie, bro! Little bro! God damn it, your nice name. Little bro, thank you for the soccer trophy. Thanks, little bro, for the soccer trophy so much. Manager, thank you for the hundreds. Little bro, thank you so much. Glad to have you. Guys, should I keep playing Nito Tower or should I switch game? I want to play again. I want to get the wins, okay? We need more wins on this, okay? We're currently, how many wins are we through now? Okay, we're 9. Thank you so much for the soccer trophy. I'm glad I can make your day. And thank you guys so much for your donations, everyone. I really do appreciate it, Lane. Hi, Jello. Hi, Colleen. Guys, 14 more subs as well. 100. Kitty, thank you for the follow. Michael, thank you for coming. Hi, Marine. Hi, Kyrie. Glad to have you. Thank you for the follows and subs. I appreciate you guys so much, guys. Hi, Alien. Thank you for the hundreds as well. Thank you for the stars. Thank you guys for your donations. Oh my god, little bro, thank you so much for your donation. Guys, should I keep playing this or play a different game after this? Okay, I guys, here's 3 games I will be playing. So I'm gonna play either Nito Tower, Boba Tower, Boba / Coffee Tower. I might play either or of those, or I can play another ASMR Tower game. So I can play like Keyboard Tower. Let's say Keyboard Tower, right? Jada, thank you for the flowers. Glad to have you here. So Keyboard Tower, Like keyboard ASMR tower. I played Keyboard Escape and everybody told me not to play that ever again when I played it. I'm sorry. Leela, thank you. How are you doing there? Welcome, welcome. So I played that game and people didn't like me playing that game, unfortunately. So I'm sorry. I can't play that. I tried it. I gave it a chance. I promise you I did. I literally asked my chat, do you like me playing this? And they all were like, no, I don't. And I'm like, okay, I'm sorry. So I tried playing Keyboard Escape. Maybe another stream, maybe another day I could play it, but I want to do it. You need a camera. Leela, how you doing today? Welcome, welcome. I hope you're having a great day, whatever you're doing. Thank you guys for coming. Hello, and Kali. Hi, Katie. Just do Nido Tower. Okay, I can do Nido Tower more. Hi, UBG. Go live stream if you guys want to. Guys, the best way to live stream is just to go live. Or like the best way to stream is go live, okay? A lot of people want to live stream, but they can't. So like, manager, thank you for the clutch, by the way, manager. You MVP, you're clutching. I'm thank you for your clutch. Hi Betty. Hi Damians. Hi everyone. Thanks for the followers. Sub guys, glad to have you. Hi Betty. Hi Calipa. I love you. Thank you guys for coming. I do appreciate it. Thank you guys for the follows and subs, everyone. I really do. Hi Tyron, hi Addy, glad to have you here. Hope you're doing well. You like Nido? Hi Tally, hi everyone. Again, thank you for the follows or subs. I mean, no, you don't. You could use stream on mobile from PC. That's what I do. Again, thank you for the follows or sub. Manager, thank you for the gold coin, manager. That's really nice of you. Thank you so much, manager. Hi Lunar, hi manager, hi Aaliyah, hi Naa, hi Julies. I meant to say Nido Tower. Yeah, it's called Nido Tower. Favorite snack? I like beef jerky a ton, but I like other snacks too. It depends how I'm feeling. Hi Ashley, glad to have you. Again, thank you for the follow, subs, and donations. Hi Yunche, hi Damius. Again, thank you guys for your donations again, please. Thank you guys so much for everything you've donated today. Hi Rat. Hello everyone, glad to have you. Thank you guys. I promise you your donations help me out so much more than you guys think, so I appreciate you so much. Hi Henry. Hi Cupid. But Cupid walks right through. Cherry, how you doing there? Welcome, welcome. And thank you for the follower sub. Hi Pika, how are you? Hi Nini. Bro play. I'm not playing other games right now, guys. Hi Tay, hi, how you doing there? Welcome, welcome. I'm doing good today. What about you guys? Hi, Aeneas. Glad to have you. Thank you guys for the follows and subs, guys. I really do appreciate it. Thank you guys. I appreciate you guys. Hi. Thank you for the stars. Glad to have you here. Hope you're doing well. How many subs are we at now? Okay, we're at 4 again. Have a good day. Have a good day too, everyone. Thank you guys for coming. Ooh, chat's being a little bit quieter, which is fine. I do play Minecraft. Not recently, but I do play it. Hi Sonic, hi Sam, glad to have you. Hi Eva, hi Henry. Hi everyone. Hi Harry. I'm so freaking tired. Yeah, hi Sam. Hi manager. Again, thank you for the follows and subs. Hi Brunel. Maybe I'll say it later. Tell you what, I'm sorry, I can't say your name carefully. My brain's too damaged right now. Hi manager, hi hi everyone, glad to have you here. Hi Alexis, how you doing there? Welcome, welcome. I have to breathe like really loudly to get all the oxygen in. I'm talking too much. Thank you for 100 subs, everyone. Hi Huda, hi Eva, hi Noah. Don't bite me, please. Thank you. Hi Noah, hi Venom. How are you doing today? Welcome, welcome. Glad to have you. Thank you for the follows and subs, guys. I'm glad to have you. Hi manager, thank you for the hundreds. Hi Summer, how are you? Glad to have you. Hi Chloe. Hana, thank you. Brain 2 damage got me laughing. Thank you, Hana, for the hearts. Glad to have you here. I want to make a joke, but it's gonna be very inappropriate. Blink Dynasty, blink. Mean Dynasty, blink. Yeah. Make sure to follow or sub. Hi Alex, hi BMG, glad to have you. Hi Ty, hi Meek, how you doing there? Welcome, welcome. Hi Project Type, how you guys doing there? Welcome, welcome. Hi Yursaka, glad to have you here. Make sure to follow or sub. Hi London Summers, thank you for the flowers. Glad to have you here, Summers. Glad to have you. Anything fun? Ashley, thank you so much for the flowers too. Oh my god, you guys are so nice today. Thank you, everyone's. Guys, what's the best part of you guys' day so far, if you guys don't mind me here today? Hello, what are you guys up to today? I hope you guys are well, whatever you guys are doing. Thank you guys so much for coming. I do appreciate it. Hello, live stream. Thank you guys. Hi, Zulan. Hi, Real. Thank you, Michael. Hi, Summers. Again, thank you so much for the follows and subs, cuties. Again, thank you for your donations. Ashley, thank you for the stars. Glad to have you. Hi, Summers. Hi, Infinite. Hi, London. Guys, your donations help me out so much. If you guys do sub, let me know. I'll give you a shout out for subbing. But you guys gotta please give me. Did you sub? I'll give you a shout out if you sub, okay? So say I subbed in chat and I'll give you a shout out. Or if you're in TikTok and follow. Hi, amigo. Hi, amigo. Hola, ¿cómo estás? Hi, Rona. Hi, JPS. Hi, Ella. Glad to have you here. Hi Zoe, hi Sally, how are you doing today? Hi Evelyn. Thank you Summers for the sub, glad to have you. Thank you for the sub, Ayan. Thank you Sally for the sub. Lauren, thank you for the sub. Rona, thank you for the sub. BMG, thank you for the sub. Anthony, thank you for the sub. Claudia, thank you for the sub, glad to have you here. Zoe, thank you for the sub. Javier, thank you for coming. I did. Thank you for the sub, Juice. Ayan, hi hello everyone. Hi everyone. Hi Roblox. Hi Ines. Hi Rio, glad to have you sub. How many subs are we at now? Let me go check. Hey, 117. Let's go. Hi, Marie. Hi, Hauda. Hi, Claudia. Hi, everyone. Hi, Michael. Hi, Anthony. How are you? Hi, the twins. How are you doing today? Hi, Slayer. Hi, BMG. Hi, Real. Hi, Toaster. I played these games before. Hi, Michael. Hi, Anthony. Hi, Real. Hi, Evelyn. How are you? Hi, Tala. Hi, Craig. Hi, Rebecca. Hi, Darcy. Glad to have you. Hi, Adrian. Hi Real, hi Harry Potter, glad to have you. Make sure to follow. Hi Pim, make sure to follow or sub, glad to have you. Thank you guys for your donations, follows. Hi Layla, hi Jada. Hi Bill, how are you? Hi Toast. Guys, make sure to follow or sub if you guys are new today, it does help out. Hi Colby, how are you doing today? It is currently 3:20 AM for me. Yeah guys, it's early. Hi Craig. Hi Null, hi Slayer, hi Twins, how are you? Hi Jane. Thank you guys for the follows and subs, everyone. Glad to have you here. Thank you guys. Hi Jaxie, hi Kieran, hi Dan, hi Danny. Hi everyone, thank you for the follows, thank you for the subs, everyone. Hi Evelyn, thank you for leave. If you have to leave, you have to leave. Hi Craig, hi David, how are you? Hi Slayer, hi Taylor, hi Summer, hi Anthony, hi Mitchell, glad to have you. Hi Kieran. Hi Bade, hi Pim. Again guys, I want to say thank you guys so much for your donations today. I really promise you every donation you have given to me guys, it means so much to me and it helps me out so much in every way possible. Thank you Darkness Draft for the subs. Please stop spamming that you subbed. I already gave you a shout out like 3 times, okay? I'm gonna mute you if you do it one more time and I don't want to mute you, okay? Hi Sonic, hi Colby. It's 2:20, it's 3:20 AM for me, so yeah. Again guys, thank you guys so much for coming. Hi Jesselyn, hi everyone. Alright, hello, hi Omnis, hi Sonic, hi Karen. Hello everyone. Thank you Ashley for the 6-7 donation. Thank you so much Ashley, glad to have you. Hi Sonic, hi Terrell, hi Jada. Thank you for the 6-7 donation, I do appreciate it so much. Hi Name, welcome. Thank you so much for your donation guys. Hi that, do you have VAR? No, not right now. Hi Bean. Hi Yellow, hi Ro, how you doing today? Hi Harry Potter. Hi Jessica. Guys, let's thank you guys so much for your donations today. It helps me out so much. Hi Lilo, welcome. Same time then let's go. Hi homie, hi Jada. Hi, it's Sandstro, glad to have you. Thank you for the subs and follows. Thank you for the 2 sparkles. Hi Toaster, glad to have you. Anything following your sub? Hi Titus, glad to have you. Hi Kaban, how you doing? Welcome. Hi Ashley. Hi Ems, glad to have you. Hi Tiffany, how are you? Hi Steve. Hi Ashley, hi Apple, glad to have you. Hi Answer, how you doing today? Welcome. Hi Manager, how are you doing today? Welcome. Hi homies, hi Jax, how are you? Hi Sandy, glad to have you here. Hi Kibon. Hi Yunche. Sanchez, thank you so much for the goal. Happy, glad to have you here. Hi Hussein, how you doing there? Welcome. Hi Belle, how you doing there? Welcome. Hi Jackson, hi Kira, hi twins, how are you? Hi Jack Mori. Thank you for the subs and follows, guys. Well, oh my god, thank you, guys. What was? Hi, Truth. Hi, Ari. Hi, FN. Glad to have you. Hi, Big. Hi, Rayon. How you doing? Thank you for the subs, cuties. Hi, Kaban. Hi, Hee. How are you? Yeah, sure, I'll accept. Hi, everyone. Hi, Apple. Meet Moop. Sanchez, thank you so much for the sparkle, guys. Again, your donations help me out so much, guys. I generally can't thank all the donations. Eden, thank you for the star too. Thank you so much for your donos, guys. Thank you, thank you, thank yous. Guys, another laughing disco or clapping seal, guys. I believe in you. We can get one more. Thanks for the GG, Gracie. Glad to have you here. Hope you're doing well. So I hope you guys are doing well. Guys, what's the best part of your guys' day so far, if you guys don't mind me asking? Eden, thank you for the stars too, everyone. Pressy, oh, thank you guys. Also, thank you guys again for your super chats today. Hi, Ray, welcome. But you need to buy. I mean, you can get them other ways too, but yeah. I do get it. If you guys can't buy them or you can't get them, it's okay. Make sure to follow or sub. Glad to have you here. How you guys doing today? Welcome. Sorry, I'm gonna calculate something really quickly. Hi everyone. What's the best part of your days? Hi, Deep. Welcome back from yesterday. Hi, Truth. How you doing today? Welcome. Glad to have you here. Hope you're doing well. Hi, Jade. Hi, Charisma. Hi, Raccoon. Hi, Danny. How you doing today? Welcome. Hi, Troy. Thank you guys for the follows and sub. Bod! Boy, man. Thank you, Boy. Thank you so much for the donation. Thank you, boy. I appreciate it so much. Sorry, I'm saying your name wrong again. I'm so sorry. My brain is like fried right now. I have been streaming for a while. Boy, thank you so much for your laughing disco though. Gracie, thank you for the purple. Glad to have you here. Thank you guys so much. Make sure to follow or sub. Thank you so much, boy. That's so nice of you. Hi, Ducky. Hi, Huggy Wuggy. How are you? Hi, Jay. Thank you so much, boy. Roblox, thank you so much for the super chat, Ro. Glad to have you here. Thank you so much. Hi, Sonic. Hi, Apple. Guys, your donations help me out so much. I stan Addo, I guess. I love Addo. I wouldn't say I'm a stan, but I like Addo a lot. Make sure to follow or sub. Hi, Soda. Glad to have you here. Hi, Ashley. Thank you so much for coming. Again, thank you guys for your super chat donations and everything you give. Hi, Random. Hi, Dopals. How you doing today? Hi, Rebecca. Hi, Bad. Hi, JJ. Hi, Spider. How are you? Again, thank you for the follows, your subs, guys. Glad to have you. Hi, Maria. Glad to have you. No, it's okay. I appreciate the people who want to gift. If you guys can't gift, it's okay. I appreciate you watching me. Thank you, Gracie, for the GG you gave today. It does help out a lot. Thank you, Gracie. Ashley, thank you. Ashley, thank you so much for the $2 super chat. Let's go, Ashley. Thank you so much, Ashley, for the super chat. I really do appreciate it. Hi, excellent. We love your videos. Thank you guys so much for your super chats, everyone, and donations. You guys are amazing for those. Thank you so much, everyone. W's in the chat for Ashley, guys. W's in the chat. Hi, Serg. I have 5 cats, so I haven't owned a dog, so I can't really judge like owning a dog, right? So I don't want to ever say it's like better because like I never owned a dog. I think it's biased if I said so. Hi, Soda. Hi, Apple. I'm rich. Are you actually? Thank you. So that means you'd be okay giving me a $200 super chat right now, right, Ashley? If you're... No, I'm joking. Don't give it whatever you want to give, okay? I appreciate your donations. Thank you so much, Ashley. Thank you. Hi, Dark. Hi, Dreamin'. Hi, Axel. Hi, guys. Hi, Super. Again, Ashley. Thank you for another $2 super chat, Ashley. Okay, maybe you are rich. Boy, thank you so much for the laughing disco too. Thank you for both of you guys' donations. Boy, thank you so much. And Ashley, thank you for another $2 super chat. Thank you both of you guys. Hi, Lexi. Hi, Fish. Hi, Gold. Thank you so much. Thank you, Ashley. And thank you, Boy, so much for the super and donations. Boy, thank you so much, guys. I appreciate your donations. I'm trying to start. Oh, no, it's glitching. It's glitching, guys. Boy, thank you for the soccer trophy. Gracie, thank you for the star, too. But, boy, thank you for the soccer trophy. And Ashley, thank you so much for everything. Hi, Sigma. Hi, Julia. Hi, Sova. Thank you guys, Boy and Ashley. Thank you guys. Thank you guys for your donations today. Holy, oh my god, I am getting overwhelmed in a positive and most best way. Hi Gabriel, hi Dabby, how you doing today? Welcome. Again, thank you guys for your donations today. Holy, Ashley and Boy, oh my god, Boynan, thank you so much. Hi Adam, hi Connor. Thank you so much. And no one else, I enjoy this. Piggy, you're it. Thank you for your donations again, guys. I appreciate it so much. I can't start another. No, I can't start another goal. Oh, that's sad. That's okay. I appreciate you guys' super chats. Ashley, thank you so much for another $2 super chat. Ira, thank you so much for this follow on TikTok. Thank you so much for liking my videos. Good luck with your flight. Yeah. Hi Asia. Hi JJ. Thank you guys. And again, thank you guys for your donations, your subs, and everything you guys have given. How many super chats are we at? Hi Michael, thank you so much for the hundreds. But yeah, you guys' super chats help me out so much more than you guys think. Thank you guys. Oh god. I appreciate your anything you guys give donation wise helps me out, so thank you guys. Hello Wolf, hi Sodio, glad to have you here. Thank you guys for coming. Hi Harry, thank you guys. Hi Iris. And thank you for the follows and subs. Hi Gracie, how are you doing today? Welcome. Thank you guys for coming today. I do appreciate it. Hi 3, hi everyone, thank you guys for donos. Make sure to follow us up. Hi Connor, how you doing today? Welcome. Hi Reese, how are you? Hi Rebecca, how you doing today? Welcome. Hi, thank you for watching me before. Hi Sodio, hi BCSE, hi Fish, thank you for the hundreds. Hi everyone, thank you guys for your donations, follows, and subs, guys. Eden, thank you for your stars again. Yeah, I know I say hi a lot. I'm sorry, but like if it's your new Jade, guys, if you sub, I'll give you a shout out, or if you follow on TikTok, I'll give you a shout out. Remington, thank you for coming to the game, guys. I tried playing Keyboard Escape and people didn't want me to play it. Get mad at my chat, okay? Don't get mad at me for not playing it. Tell my chat to like the game because I tried playing it and my chat didn't like it. Hi, love. Glad to have you here. Heaven, thank you so much for the stay hydrated, Heaven. I will get my water right now, Heaven, just for you. Thank you so much for the stay hydrated. Hello, Wolves. Hi, Gracie. Thank you so much for the stay hydrated. It's called Nido Tower, if you're curious. Thank you. I have drinking water now after you give me a stay hydrated. Thank you so much, Heaven. That's so nice of you. No problem. Head pats for you and big hugs. Thank you guys. The game is called Nido Tower. Make sure to sub or follow if you haven't. Hi Avaz, glad to have you. If you want my username, I can give it. Can you send? I don't send friend requests, but if you do want to join my game, I can put my username. Hi Gracie, how you doing today? Welcome. Glad to have you here. How you guys doing today? Welcome. You deserve a pet. No, thank you. I appreciate it. I have 5 cats at my family house. However, it's like I don't have any pets here, and that's okay with me because pets are a little expensive, you know. Hi, Shao. Hi, Maria. Hi, JJ. Hi, Acedio. Glad to have you here. Hi, Toka. Thank you guys for the follows and subs. Hi, Love. Hey, Bro. Hi, Annalise. Glad to have you here. Make sure to follow or sub, guys. I do appreciate it. Hi, Dreamin. How are you doing today? Welcome. Hi, Donkey. How are you? Hi JJ. Guys, what's the best part of your days, if you guys don't mind me asking? Not yet. Hello Ashley, glad to have you. Hello. I'm sorry about your cat. A lot of cats, that's very cool. Make sure to follow or sub, guys, if you are new. It does help me out. Hi Charlie. Hi Kenny. Again, thank you for the follows and subs. Consman, thank you. Hi Megan. Hi Tucson. Hi Evan. Gracie, thank you for the sparkle. Glad to have you here. The game name is called Nido Tower, if you're curious. Nido Tower. Hello, Fox. How you guys doing today? Nido Tower. I'm doing good. Hi, Megan. Guys, hey, can you give... Sorry, Fox. I need you to put a little distance between me and you, okay? You keep being a little bit too... Why are you saying bro? What did I do? Did I do something negative? Like, why are you saying bro? I didn't say anything. What? Make sure to follow or sub. Glad to have you guys. Please say hi. Hi, Apple. Glad to have you here. Thank you. Glad to have you. Anybody? Welcome. 7 cats. How are you guys doing today? Welcome. Hi Jose. Hi JJ. Hi Odette. Make sure to follow or sub. Glad to have you. Hi Megan. Hi Steve. Thank you for the follows. I love your avatar. Can I sub? Yeah, of course you can sub if you want to. Ashley, thank you for the stay hydrated. Ashley, thank you so much. I will stay hydrated. I will give you my water. Thank you for sending me the gifts, guys. Hi, Star. Thank you, Ashley, so much for the stay hydrated. Baby kittens are cute. I'm so happy to hear you have them. Hi, Gracie. Hi, Noelia. Glad to have you. Hi, everyone. Thank you for the follow subs, and thank you so much for your donations, guys. I have stay hydrated. I am very hydrated. Hi, Isaac. Hi, Princess. How are you? Again, thank you for the follows or subs. Hi, Alice Review. Hi, Keen. Hi, Marie. Hi, Skylar. Glad to have you here. Hi, hi, Magnus. How you doing today? Toenails indeed. Make sure to follow our sub, guys, if you're new here. It does help out. Gracie, thank you for the golden. Drink your water. I did drink it. Did you sub? I'll say your name if you sub, okay? Hi, Teddy. Glad to have you. Hi, Charles. Thank you for coming. Guys, you get shout out if you sub, okay? Hi, Lexi. Princess, how you guys? Persephone. Oh, that's cute. Oh, you have cute cat names. You're welcome. Thank you guys for the follows and subs. I subbed. OC Day, thank you for the sub. Glad to have you. Thank you, Donkey, for the sub. Glad to have you. Thank you, Ella, for the sub. Glad to have you. I can't call you by your username unless it's your actual, like, you know, name. Hi, Zoe. Or sorry, if it's not, I call you by the name that's displayed on YouTube. Okay, I'm not trying to be mean. It's really hard. Zoe, thank you for the sub. If it's a different pronunciation, I can like make that work. But if it's like the name, we play Roblox. I mean, I'm playing Roblox. Do you not know this is Roblox, guys? This is literally Roblox. No, it's okay that you can't gift. I appreciate everybody who can. Thank you for the sub, Lane. Glad to have you. My name is Tishri. Thank you guys for the subs and follows. I'm not AI, I'm a human. Hi, fan. Thank you for the follow. Sad boy, thank you for the follow. My user is random_guy_unknown Princess Dolly. Rita, thank you so much for the flow state, Rita. Crazy, thank you for the 102. But Rita, thank you for the flow state so much. But yeah, my name is random_guy_unknown. For some reason, if I post it in TikTok chat, it doesn't post it. But yeah. Hi, Juice World. Hi, Sigma. Glad to have you here. Hi, Maggie. Hi, Juice. Hi, everyone. Glad to have you. Please, what? Hi, David. Welcome to where. Thank you, Cat's Eye, for your flow state too, Cat's Eye. Thank you for your donation, Cat's Eye. Gracie, thank you for the 100. But Cat's Eye, thank you for your flow state so much. Hi, Maggie. Thank you for coming. Maria, thank you for the... Maggie, thank you for the 400 floating hearts too. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, though, Cat's Eye and Rita, for your donations. Hello, Vodka. Spanta, thank you for the follow. Waiter, thank you for the follow. Hero Jessica. Doggy, thank you so much for the flower. You radiate positivity. Thank you guys for your donations, everyone. I promise you they help me out. I'm gonna buy Popeyes tomorrow with it. Oh my god, thank you guys. Hi, Complete. Thank you. Hi, JJ. Hi, everyone. Thank you for the follows or subs. Hi, Pug. Hi, Alien. Glad to have you. Hope you're doing well. Guys, should I buy Popeyes with it? George, thank you for the flow state. Thank you so much. Cat's Eye, thank you for the flowers. Isaac, thank you for the hundreds too. Thank you for the flow state again. Gracie, thank you for the gold coin. Cat's Eye, thank you for the 2 flowers. George, thank you for the flow state. Thank you so much, guys. Glad to have you here. Hope you're doing well. Hi, Purge. Cute. Thank you guys for your donations, everyone. I'm not playing Rivals right now. I'm sorry. Hi, Lane. Alien, thank you for your flowers again. Hello, welcome. Happy birthday, Alien. Glad to have you. Hi, Dems. How are you doing today? Welcome. Thank you guys for all your donations. Bye-bye, local. Thank you guys. Hi, Jetson. Again, thank you guys for your donations today. Holy, that was really nice of you guys. Hi, Jetson. Hi, Christian. Alien, thank you for your stars. I really do appreciate those. 3 stars. Let's go. 4 stars. Let's go. Let's go, guys. Alien. Hi, Judge. Hi, George. Hi, Joy. How are you? Oh, I like this game, yeah. It's called Nido Tower. Give me 1 sound for an edit. Ah! There's your sound. There you go. Is that a good sound? Hi, Christina. Hi, Chelsea. Hi, Christy. Hi, Love. How you doing there? Welcome. IOC Day. Thank you guys for your subs, donations, follows, everyone, and you gifted. Cat, thank you again for your... Thank you for the stars! Cat, thank you for your 11 star. Alien, thank you for 20 stars! Thank you for the 20 stars, Cat. Alien, glad to have you. Hi, Diamond, welcome. Glad to have you here. Hi, Vodka, how are you? Hi, Joy, how you doing there? Welcome. Hi, Z-Fiend. Hi, JJ, happy birthday, hello. Hi Adam, glad to have you. Hi Christian, glad to have you here. Make sure to follow or sub. Hi ID, hi Kevin. Hi Language, hi Yuji, hi Dene, welcome. Hi Asoide. Hi Secret, glad to have you. Isaac, thank you for the stars. Isaac, thank you for the 9 stars. Rita, thank you for the sparkle. Isaac, thank you for the 18 stars. Isaac, thank you for the 20 stars. Hi Alien, hi Cat, how you doing there? Welcome. Hi Christian, glad to have you here. Welcome. Rita, thank you for the sparkles. Gracie, thank you for the flowers. Thank you guys for your donations. Hi Alien, thank you for 5 stars. Rita, thank you for the sparkles. Alien, thank you for the 22 stars. Rita, thank you for the sparkle too. 31 stars. Oh my god, Alien, thank you. 32 stars, Alien. Thank you for Ashley for the clock it, and thank you for, by the way, I did do. Oh my god, George, thank you for the thumbs up. I'm sorry, I missed a donation. I'm so sorry. Thank you for the gold coin mirror. I appreciate that too. Hi John. Hi Candy. Thank you guys for your donations so much. Thank you for the clock it and your every donation, guys. Thank you guys. I appreciate you guys so much for your donations. Hi Roof. Hi Sad. Isaac, thank you for the star too. I appreciate that so much. Isaac, 9 stars. 12 stars, Isaac. 16 stars. Thank you, Isaac. Gracie, thank you for the happy. Isaac, 32 stars. Thank you, Isaac, so much for that. Glenn, thank you for the eagle. Thank you so much, Glenn, for your eagle. Isaac, thank you for the 50 stars. And thank you, John, for the follow. Wifey, how you? Thank you, Glenn, for your eagle. Thank you for the 50 stars, too. Sonia, thank you so much for the star. Hi, Sal. Hi, Alien. Glad to have you. Thank you for following and subbing. Hi, Pug. Glad to have you. Alien, thank you for the stars. Again, thank you so much for the eagle, Glenn. That is so nice of you. Thank you so much for the eagle. Alien, thank you for the follow. Hi, Jean. Michael, thank you for the sparkle. Glenn, thank you for your star too. Oh my god, thank you guys. Glenn, thank you for your stars. Oh my god, thank you guys so much for every donation you have given. Hi, Zura. Glenn, thank you for your 24 stars. Let's go, Glenn. Hi, Val. 34 stars, Glenn. 40 stars. 45 stars. 50 stars, Glenn. Glad to have you. Thank you, Pog, for your follow and subs, guys. Again, thank you, Joy. Hi, Wolfley. Hi, Omega. Thank you! Okay, I will keep that in mind, Cordy. I can't add you right now, but I'll look at it later. Thank you for the $10 super chat, by the way. Thank you so much, Desert. I appreciate it so much. Ashley, thank you so much for your clock it. Cordy, this is my username in chat if you want to join my game right now. Thank you so much for the $10 super chat. Desert, thank you so much for your super chat. That helps me out so much. Thank you guys so much for your super chats and follows and donations, guys. Thank you. Hi, Googly. Hi, James. Thank you, guys. Hi, Mark. Hi, James. How are you? Again, thank you for the follows, the subs, the donations, everyone. You guys are so amazing on that. Hi, Shelly. Hi, Mark. How are you? Hi, Jaxie Boy. How are you? Hi, Glenn. How are you doing today? Hi, Slay. Hi, Pug. How are you doing today? Hi, friend. How are you doing? Welcome. Hi, Sakura. Thank you for the follows and subs, guys. Hi, Jameson. How are you doing today? Welcome. Let me follow. Thank you, Jaxie Boy. Hi, It's. Glad to have you. Hope you're doing well. Hi, Cute. Hi, Xander. Glad to have you. Again, thank you for the follow and subs, everyone. Hi, Cute. Hi, Ninjago. Guys, thank you so much for your super chat and donations. Hi, Bryce. What do you do if when you okay, she said yes, would you go? Yeah, sure, I would. Hi, Rebecca. Hi, Miss. Ashley. Ashley, thank you so much for your $2 super chat, Ashley, as well. Thank you guys so much. Yeah, you did lose the Spain. I'm sorry to hear that. Hi, Stacy. Hi, Pug. How you doing there? Welcome. Guys, who won the second World Cup game today? Oh, wait, it was USA versus Belgium, right? And Belgium won by a lot. Hi, Slap. Thank you guys for the follows and subs. Hi, Miss. How you doing today? Hi, Rice. How you doing today? Hi, Jameson. Hi, Miss. Hi, Slap Battle. How you guys doing today? Welcome. Hi, everyone. Thank you for the follows, the subs, the donations. Hi, Usage. Glad to have you here. Guys, make sure to follow or sub, guys. Glad to have you here. Anyway, thank you guys so much for your donations. We hit 200 subs. Guys, we hit 200 subs. Let's go. This is my username in chat, by the way, if you do want to join. Here it is. Hi, Alex. Thank you for the follow. Glad to have you here. Hope you guys are doing well. Thank you, guys. Again, thank you so much for your subs, donations, and follows. Again, also, thank you so much Desert, I appreciate you so much today. I hope you have the most best and wonderful day, whatever you're doing, okay? Thank you. I'll keep your username in mind, though, okay? Hi, Stanley. Hi, Berm. How you doing there? Welcome, welcome. Thank you, guys. Alex, thank you for the follow. Glad to have you here. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, I'll make it to 100, I promise. You'll get there. I promise you'll make it. Hi, James. Hi, Alex. Glad to have you. Make sure to follow her, so I'm glad to have you. Hi, Alex. Hi, Vivi. How you doing there? Welcome, welcome. Hi, I like Chimps. How you doing there? Hi, Vivi. Hi, James. I'm glad to have you here. Make sure to follow her, sub. Again, thank you, guys. I appreciate it. Hi, I'm... You are happy poo... Oh, my God. Okay, I see you. Wow, that's so mean, Ashley. I'm gonna cry. You're gonna give me another $2 super chat because you're so mean to me for that. No, I'm joking. You don't have to. I appreciate all the super chats you already gave today. Thank you guys for your donations of the day. You guys have been so amazing with those. Thank you. I'm just kidding. How dare you? I'm crying. There you go. Hi, Claire. Again, thank you for the follows and subs. Hi, Fortnite. How are you? How many wins am I at now? We're at 18. Damn, we're making our... How did people get so many wins already? Hi, Frozen. I'm not adding people, but if you do want to join my game, you can do that. Again, thank you guys for your super chats and donations, everyone. Hi, Matthew. Hi, Mrs. How are you? Hi, Marina. Or Marimi. How you doing today? Thank you guys for the super chats, the follows, the donos, everyone. You guys are so nice today. Holy. Hi, Matthew. How are you doing today? Hi, Lazy. How you doing today? Ba da 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 da. You're number one. Hey. Hi, Angel. Thank you, Ashley, for the happy... Oh, my God. I don't want to say... Thank you guys for your donations so much, guys. Hey, can I join you? Are you in private? No, I'm in public. If you want to join, this is my YouTube. This is my name, guys, if you want to join. How many subs are we at now? Hi, Tosito. How are you doing today? Hi, Princess. Hi, friend. Oh, I put my name too many times. Again, thank you. Yes, VTubers. Thank you for the follow and sub, guys. I appreciate it so much. How many subs are we at now? We're at 216. That's fair. 9. That's fair. I mean, hey, if you can't donate, it's okay. I'm fine. I appreciate you donating anything you already donated. So thank you so much for your donations. Hi. Yes, I remember you from earlier. You did join. Hi, Cruz. Hi, Salam. How you doing there? Welcome, welcome. I appreciate you guys liking my content. Hi, Lazy. How you doing there? Welcome, welcome. Hi, Cam. Make sure to follow or sub, guys, if you are new. It does help out. Again, thank you guys for all the new people today. Yeah, it's okay if you sub. My eyes are really orange. Are they? Oh, yeah. I mean, it's a cat's eye. It's more like brown orange, I guess. But it's like a cat's eye mixed with a human eye. So, hi, Cammy. Hi, Gracie. How you doing there? Hi, Unnamed. How are you? Thank you, Love, yourself for the new sub. I'm glad to have you. Hi, Nick. How you doing there? Welcome, welcome. Hi, Salam. Hi, James. Hi, KMI. How you doing there? Welcome, welcome. Thank you. Why do you keep responding? I mean, like, I don't know. Hello, Slay. Thank you guys again for your donation and subs and follows. I do repeat myself a lot, but that's like kind of how I stream, right? Please stop saying hi. If you already said hi, I have to mute you, and I don't want to. KMI, one more warning, I'll mute you. I don't want to, though. James, I like Chimp. I'm doing good. Welcome, welcome. I'm gonna give you one more warning. Hi, Matthew. No, you can't join voice chat. That would get me banned, so I'm not doing voice chat. What's my... Guys, that's my favorite color. Hi, Jace. How are you doing there? Welcome, welcome. Hi, Pushy. How are you? Again, thank you for the follows and subs, guys. Glad to have you here. Hi, Zoe. Hi, Jace. Hi, Slay. You're the first thing. Thank you. You're welcome. Hi, Leah. It's blue. Yeah, but what type of blue? Pushy, thank you so much for the flow state, Pushy. It's Nito Tower, so you squish stuff and it's really fun. Thank you for the flow state, Pushy. That's so nice. Let's go. Thank you so much. You guys' donations help me out so much, guys. Thank you, everyone. Hi, Luxury. Hi, Cruz. One flow state at a time. Sky blue. Yes, you're right, James. James got it immediately. Did you already know that, James? I feel like you knew that by now. Thank you. You're welcome. Thank you for the flow states. Hi, King. Nah, sky blue. James is right. James got it immediately. I feel like James knew that. I'm not sure, though. Maybe it's a lucky guess. Thank you, Gracie, for the GG. Glad to have you here. Hi, Aubrey. Glad to have you. Yeah, you knew. Okay, don't guess the... Okay, guys, if you know the color already, no guessing, okay? No guessing if you know the color. It's not fair to the new people who have to guess. Right, if you already know the answer. Thank you, Pushy, so much for the soccer trophy. Pushy, thank you so much for your soccer trophy. That helps me out so much for the soccer. Thank you. Oh my god, Pushy, thank you. Hi, Aurora. Hi, Lane. Oh my god, Pushy, thank you so much for their donations. Nick, thank you for the stars, but Pushy, thank you. Hi, Leah Hall. Thank you for the subs and follows, but thank you so much, Pushy. Hi, Liham. Hi, Noah. Hi, friend. Gracie, thank you for the GG. I keep finding you. You have to stay here. Make sure to follow or sub, guys, if you are new here today. That does help out. I hope you guys are doing well today, whatever you guys are doing. Thank you guys for coming. And thank you for the followers and subs, guys. Hi, Anna. Hi, friend. Hi, Elena. Thank you, James, for the sub. I subscribed. Let's go. It's red. Yeah. Hi, JJ. Hi, Lattice. Hi, Larry. How you doing there? Welcome, welcome. Hi, awesome. Glad to have you. Hi, friend. Thank you, James, for the sub. Hi, Mrs. How are you? Hi, Zoe. Hi, Larry. You think, I don't know. I don't really guess people's gender. I think it's kind of, make sure to follow or sub. Hi, Tay. Hi, Cookie. How are you? Again, thank you for the follows. Hi, Auntie. Hi, Cindy. Hi, Tiara. Hi, MJ. How you doing there? Welcome, welcome. Hi, that one guy. How you doing there? Welcome, welcome. Again, thank you for the follows and subs, everyone. Glad to have you. Gracie, thank you for the star. Glad to have you. Anything fun or exciting today? Welcome, welcome. Hi, Anya. How you guys doing today? Make sure to follow or some. Hi, Tommy. Hi, Janefield. How you doing there? Welcome, welcome. Hi, guys. Hi, Aubrey. How you doing there? Welcome, welcome. Glad to have you. Hi, MGR. Welcome if you're a girl. Hi, Aunt. How you doing there? Welcome, welcome. Hi, Nick. Hi, Vanilla. How you doing today? Hi, Tiara. Glad to have you. Hi, James. Hello. Hi, Michael. Glad to have you here. Hi, Scarlett. Glad to have you. Make sure to follow. Hi, friend. How are you? Make sure to follow or sub, guys. Glad to have you. Hi, Careless. How you doing? Hi, Tiara. Hi, Lazy. How are you? Hi, Ellery. Glad to have you here. Again, thank you for coming. Make sure to follow or sub if you guys are new. Hi, hellos. Hi, Trenton. How are you? Hi, Michael. Glad to have you. Hi, Lovely. How you doing there? Welcome, welcome. Hi, Arnia. Hi, Nick. Hi, Aurora. Hi, Sonic. Glad to have you here. Hope you're doing well. Hi, James. Hi, Emily. Glad to have you. Anything fun or exciting today? Welcome, welcome. How you guys doing today? Hey, Carl. Hi, Jeffrey. How you doing today? Hi, Careless. How are you doing today? Welcome, welcome. If you guys want to join my game, let me know. I'll give you... Hi, Michael. How are you? Again, thank you for the subs, follows, and donations, everyone. You guys are amazing. Hi, Michael. Michael. How are you guys doing today? Hi, Cameron. Glad to have you. Hi, James. Hi, Charlie. How are you? Hi, friend. How are you doing today? Welcome, welcome. Hi, Trenton. Hi, Tiara. Again, thank you for the follow and subs, everyone. You guys are amazing. And thank you guys again for your donations today. Hi, Aman. Hi, Big Back. #1. Thank you so much. You guys are welcome. I'm so happy to have you. Wait, okay, I am not doing that. Please do not ask weird stuff from me. Hello. Hi, Yanya. Lollipop, thank you so much for your flowers. Thank you so much. Glad to have you. I found immediately. Hello, gotta go. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Hi, Mattis. Hi, everyone. Again, thank you guys for your donations. I appreciate it so much. Hi, Everlyn. How you doing there? Welcome, welcome. Hi, Maddie. Hi, Charlie. Hi, Yanya. Glad to have you. Jack, sure. Hello, everyone. Hi, Michael. Glad to have you here. Hope you're doing well. Hi, friend. Thank you for coming. Pointy fingers. Thank you, guys. Hi, Simon. Again, it's called Nido Tower if you're curious. Nido Tower. Hi, Simon. Hi, Big Back. Hi, I am. Because it's weird. I shouldn't have to say that, man. I should not have to say that. Don't ask me again or I'll mute. I got a big cut on my foot. Okay, maybe go to the doctor if you got cut on your foot, okay? Go to get that checked out. If you want to join my SAT server, this is my username if you want to join. There you guys go. But yeah, guys, don't ask weird questions to me as streamer, okay? Nick, thank you so much for the flowers, Nick. I appreciate you so much for those. Thank you so much, Nick. Hi, Goob. Hi, Dennis. How are you? Thank you guys as well for your donations as well today. You guys are amazing for that. I am John. How are you doing today? Good morning, John, or night, or evening, or whatever time it is. Good. Have a good time. Thank you guys so much for that. Hi, Anya. Hi, Amara. Hello. What even is that thing? I don't know what it is. Okay. I got less of a clue than you guys. Trust me. Thank you guys for your subs again, too, by the way. Hi, Maddie. Hi, Trenton. I don't know what you're trying to say with that word. My day's going well. What about your guys' days? I hope you guys have good days, whatever you guys are up to. Again, thank you for the follow and sub. It's nighttime. Good night for you guys, whatever time it is. Thank you guys. Hi, Verity. I love your avatar. Thank you guys for liking my avatar. My users in chat, guys, if you want to join. I might end in a second, to be fair. Because I have to pick up a package and get some stuff, so I gotta go and do that. I know it's night, but I was like, I'll do it during the nighttime before it becomes day, and then it's becoming day. I'm like, oh. Hi, Pug. Hi, Phenomia. Hi, Sonic. Thank you guys for the follow, subs, and donations, everyone. Hi, Nick. How you doing there? Welcome, welcome. Hi, Lily. Thank you guys for liking my shark thing. Again, thank you for the follows and subs, guys. I appreciate it. I love Pink. Thank you guys for your follows and subs. Hello, everyone. Make sure to follow, sub, or donate. Guys, your donations really mean so much to me, guys. Thank you for everyone who's donating. Hi, Harleen. Hi, Sun. Hi, Voxy. How you doing today? Hi, Harley Coin. Hi, Verity. Thank you for the follow. Hi, Moose. I like your shark. Thank you guys for liking my shark. That means so much to me. Thank you guys. You're amazing. Thank you guys. Hi, PSG. Not spamming the same word. I'm gonna mute you for 5 minutes, bro. I saw it already. Hi, Emily. How you doing there? Welcome, welcome. Glad to have you here. Hi, Courtney. How you doing there? Welcome, welcome. How you guys doing there? Hi, Moozem. How you doing there? Welcome, welcome. Hi, Blen. Again, thank you guys so much for being here. Hi, Floral. How you doing there? Welcome, welcome. Hi, Fadi. Make sure to follow or sub, guys. If you are new, it does help out. Who knows? You are a freak. Hi, everyone. Hi, your girl. Hi, Yimi. I'm a pug. Pugs are cool. Hi, Bay. How many subs are we at, guys, right now on YouTube? Hi, Cloud. Hi, Mint. How are you doing today? Hi, Mahog. How you doing today? Fine. Oh, God. It's almost 1 a.m. Yeah, it's pretty late for everyone. Guys, I want to say again, thank you guys for your donations today. Any donation you guys give really helps me out. Hi, Jane. How are you doing today? Welcome, welcome. Hi, Caleb. Hi, Voxy. But yeah, any donation you guys give, I promise you, helps me out so much. Thank you. Hi, Caleb. How are you doing today? Please don't spam too many times. Then maybe. If you can find me, you can get a screenshot deal. You gotta find me, though. Hello, welcome, welcome. Hi, No Mouth. Hi, Sunscreen. Make sure to follow or sub. Glad to have you here. I'm muting you, man. It's gross. Hello, hello. Hi, John. Hi, Jen. How you doing there? Welcome, welcome. Glad you like my avatar. Again, thank you. Hi, Caleb. Hi, Not Frog. How are you? Hi, Aggie. Again, thank you for the follows and subs. Hi, Bot Eye. Tell you what, guys, if I get a clapping seal, laughing disco in the next, let's say 10 minutes, I won't end stream. But otherwise, I'll end stream for now. Because I'm getting tired and I had to pick up a package. So. Hi, Jania. So, guys, I gotta get a laughing disco, clapping seal, or a galaxy, or more than a $2 super chat. Otherwise, I'll go end. Thank you guys for coming. Hi, Invincible. Yeah, you can join me. Here's your name. Oh god, I need I do remember you, Denny. Is that your pet? Babe. I don't Bitcoin, there you go. You happy? I don't know what I feel like if I say it, I'm gonna get in trouble, so I don't want to say it. Hello for the people saying hi. How you guys doing? Welcome, welcome. Hi, Denny. Hi, Nick. How you doing there? Welcome, welcome. Hi, Bot. Hi, Fisher. Hello, everyone. Again, thank you for coming and subbing and following. Hi, Laura. Hi, Sunscreen. And thank you for the follows or subs. Glad to have you here. Hope you're doing well. Anything funny or anything exciting? Oh, sorry, man. Hi, Panda. Glad to have you here. Hope you're doing well. Hi, Frankie. Hi, Derek. How are you? You better be joking with that. I'm gonna mute you for that, though. If you're that young, don't ever come back on my stream, okay? I'll be nice. But you better be joking when you say that. Welcome, guys. Make sure to follow our sub. Glad to have you. Why are you sad? Hi, Johanna. Hi, Riley. How are you? Hi, my life rests easy. Glad to have you. Hope you guys are doing well. Hi, Nick. How you doing? Welcome, welcome. Hi, Jahani. Hi, Not Frog. Hi, my S. How you doing there? You like my game? Thank you guys for coming and following. Verity, did you just make a new account and you're the other person as well, or no? Are you a different Verity? You're same Verity. Hi, Angel. Your brother got into an accident. I'm sorry to hear that. Hi, Trenton. Okay, guys. How about this? If I don't get a clapping seal or a laughing disco or a super chat or a galaxy in the next 5 minutes, I'll end stream because I'm getting tired and I want to end for now. So thank you guys for the follows and subs. Glad to have you. You guys, you got to be quicker than that. Alien, you got to be quicker than that. Get the screenshot. Ooh, ooh. Hi, Johanny. Hi, Irene. Hi, everyone. What's the sad thing? Welcome, guys. Hi, Lucas. How are you guys doing today? Welcome, welcome. Hi, Gob. Hi, everyone. Hi, Lucas. Hi, everyone. What are you guys up to today, if you guys don't mind me asking? Make sure to follow our sub. Like I said, I gotta get the donation not to end it. It's a donathon, you know, so I gotta continue that. It's fun as well to do that game. Hi, Hickory. Hi, Turtle. Guys, I'm getting tired though, and I have to pick up a package, so that's the main reason I'm gonna end, if you're wondering. So yeah, Hickory, stop spamming. I don't want to mute you. My TikTok name is Jacknyeko. I'm gonna give you one more warning. If you do it again, make sure to follow or sub, guys. Glad to have you. All right, guys, you got 3 more minutes for the super chat or clapping seal, laughing disco, or galaxy, or otherwise I'm ending. So. Sorry, guys. I am getting a little sleepy, so... No, you're fine. Just don't spam again. Hi, Lucas. How are you doing there? Welcome, welcome. Hi, Pinky. Hi, Goob. Again, thank you guys for the donations already today. If you want to screen... Well, you gotta be faster than that. Alright, guys. 2 more minutes. Make sure to follow or sub. There's my user if you want to join. Hi, Lucas. Hi, Nicholas. Glad to have you here. Thank you for the sub and follow. What are you guys up to today? Hi, Luminous. Hi, Trap. Oh, God. Hi, Ari. Hi, Glitchy. It is like 4 AM, so I probably will go sleep. Thank you guys for your subs today. Wow, wow. Hi, Pinky. Thanks for the follow. Hi, Derek. Glad to have you. Hi, Harley. Happy birthday. How are you doing today? Welcome, welcome. Again, thank you guys for your super chats today. I really do appreciate it. Oh my god. Yes, I know the Flying Harpet games. Hi, Lucas. Hi, PNG. Hi, Hunter. How you doing today? Thank you for the follows and subs, guys. Hi, little beeps. Glad to have you. Guys, we got 1 more minute for a clapping seal, laughing disco. Oh, no, I'm a human. Galaxy or super chat. Otherwise, I'm ending for tonight because I'm tired and I want to get my package. And I want to go on a walk too. I'm sorry about that. Wishing you the best, guys. Hi, Shelby. How are you? Welcome from Northern Ireland. Hope you're doing well. Hi, Pinky. Glad to have you. Thank you guys for the follow or some. Hi, Dandy. How are you doing there? Welcome, welcome. Hi, Ozzy. Hi, Eden. Glad to have you. Please don't be next to me. No, I'm good. Make sure to follow or sub, guys. Glad to have you, whatever you guys are doing. Okay, guys. 30 more seconds for it. Hi, Pinky. Hi, Eden. Again, thank you for your donations, follows, and subs, cuties. Glad to have you. Otherwise, I'm going to be leaving for now. You can't even spell that correctly, Chameleon. I think you should take a look at a dictionary because clearly you need that and they get hit in the head because maybe you'd be smarter after that. Sorry, that's really mean, but someone's being mean to me. Make sure to follow or sub, guys. Glad to have you. Anyway, I hope you guys are doing well. Anything fun or exciting today? I hope what is the best thing you guys are doing well today. Hope you guys doing. Sorry, I was being mean. that you take. No, you guys only get bad pics. It'd be funnier that way. Guys, if you gotta take a pic of me, you should only get a bad pic. No good pics of me. You guys get, it's like the guys, you know, like the guys, you know, like the Sasquatch thing, like the Bigfoot. That's what the pics are gonna be. Okay, you're gonna get like a Bigfoot picture of me, like where they're like blurry and they're fake. Obviously, it's like that's what the picture is gonna be. I gently open the door. Thank you, Lucas. All right, guys. Thank you guys for coming. I appreciate all the donations, subs, and follows. Sorry I was mean to the one guy. Like I said, my goal is to try to be less mean to people. I kind of failed at that, but at least I'd be funny with it. I was just kind of... Make sure to follow or sub, guys. Glad to have you here. Hello, hello. Make sure to follow or sub. Glad to have you here. Hi Locus, hi Brinley, how you guys doing today? Welcome, welcome. Thank you guys for coming today. Thank you for the subs, thank you for the follows, everyone. I'm ending for now. Hi Nini. Again, thank you Miguel, thank you for stars, but thank you guys for your donations, follow, and subs. I appreciate you guys. Bye bye cuties, I love yous, mamas. Yeah guys, thank yous.